Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So today's pick a card reading is going to be about your future spouse and we're going to look at what is going on with your future spouse. We're actually going to do a lot. Okay, oh by the way, I want to wish you guys Merry Christmas because in my head, I'm planning on posting this reading on the 25th of December. In my country where I live at, we celebrate Christmas on the 24th, like Christmas Eve. I know a lot of people around the world, they celebrate Christmas on the 25th. So it's kind of like my Christmas gift to you guys because we're going to be very thorough today with this reading. We're going to look at what is going on with your future spouse right now. We're going to look at what is like their deepest desire, kind of like when they close their eyes and it's like kind of like their deepest wish when it comes to love, when it comes to thinking about love. And you know, basically they think about you, right? When they think about like, oh man, I would love to lay in bed with my wife or my husband, they think about you. So we're going to look at their deepest, you know, like their deepest desire and their deepest wish right now when it comes to love. And we're also going to look at signs that your future spouse is close to you. Like I'm talking about, you're going to meet them within the next couple of days or weeks. You know, you're going to see these signs very like significantly. It's kind of like your spirit guides announcing your future spouse is close. Get ready, or don't worry, they're close. It's going to happen any moment from now. Okay. And just anything else that you need to know. Okay. So we're gonna we're going to look at a lot of things and also kind of like random information, hidden information again. Whatever your spirit guides want you to know, we're going to look at that today, okay? So yes, this is my Christmas gift to you guys. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and thank you so much for keeping me company this year. So you guys already know how it works. In the next clip, you guys can choose between 3 images. If you feel very indecisive, go on Google, find a number generator and ask your spirit guides, God, the universe, to guide you to the right pile, and the number generator will spit out a number, okay? This reading is also going to have an extended. I don't know what we're going to look at in the extended, but I'm going to let you guys know by the end of your reading. And if you are interested in watching the extended, the link for the extended is down in the description box, okay? It's my Patreon. But without further ado, I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello my lovely pal number 1, welcome to your reading, guys. So first of all, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas because I know I'm going to post this reading on the 25th of December. I celebrate on the 24th, but I know a lot of you guys are celebrating probably on the 25th, so Merry Christmas, and this is my Christmas gift to you, okay? This is going to be a future spouse reading, but we're going to talk about a lot of topics today, so it's kind of like multiple topics in one reading. Basically what you need to know, but we're going to talk about, you know, specific topics, okay? Yeah, so I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. If you did not watch the intro, so what we're going to look at today is we're going to look at what your future spouse is thinking and doing right now, what is going on in your future spouse's life right now. Again, what are they literally doing right now in this very moment. We're also going to look at whatever you need to know. This could be random information, hidden information, as well as signs that your future spouse is very close. We're talking about just a couple of days or weeks until you meet them. There's going to be those signs, kind of like where your spirit guides or the universe or God is announcing that your future spouse is close, and you will see those signs a lot. Or your spirit guides are kind of like letting you know, don't worry about it. They're going to be there in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks when you see those signs, okay? As well as your future spouse's like deepest desires, okay? So when they fantasize and they kind of like when they fantasize about their desires and what they're lusting after and what their fantasies are right now in this very moment, when they think about love, which technically is you, We're going to look at that as well, but we're going to look at that on Patreon. Okay, so their deepest desires, their deepest wishes when it comes to love and romance and other stuff. Okay, this we're going to look at on Patreon. Now we're going to tap into what is going on with your future spouse. Okay, let's see what's happening with him or her right now. Okay, and whatever you need to know. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. We are going to look at the cards. Let me show you the cards first, and then we're going to talk about everything. Okay, pile number 1. So this is just for someone in particular. Just for someone in particular, okay, not for everybody. I just heard change your number. So I don't know if you have been thinking about changing your number. You maybe had to change your number. Something about where I feel like for some of you guys, you're thinking about changing your number, or there's an energy around you where you have to change your number, or you're trying to figure out someone's number right now is what I'm picking up here. Or I could be picking up on your future spouse's energy where your future spouse is currently changing their number because they want to, you know, like they want to, I don't know, somehow, I'm hearing they want to start a new life with a new number. Okay, or something about they don't want someone to have their number. Okay, but it could also be picking up on your energy, something about a change of numbers. But yeah, we have here the 5 of Wands, the Fool card, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we also have the Queen of Cups, the Temperance, and the Knight of Pentacles. Let me show it to you guys. Okay, so that's the energy that your future spouse is currently in. So the first thing that I'm picking up here, especially since there's a lot of like, as I'm filming this reading, there's a lot of chaos around me right now. Like my neighbors are super duper loud. There's like a lot of my neighbors are very active and very loud. And it's funny because that's exactly what I'm picking up here in the reading. Okay, let me show that energy to you. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is showing your future spouse right here. Cool, calm, collected, peaceful, but around your future spouse there's so much freaking chaos. Okay, so it's kind of like an energy, your future spouse isn't the energy of being calm in the midst of chaos. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. I almost want to say your future spouse could have a lot of people around them right now that are very like aggressive or mean or whatever. This could even be like, you know how people get very stressed and aggravated around Christmas season. In case, you know, you're watching this around Christmas, your future spouse could be, I don't know, somehow surrounded by a lot of chaos. So your future spouse is kind of like the cool, calm, collected energy in the midst of chaos. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. I almost want to say, do you see that energy? I see like your future spouse being here. Your future spouse is minding his or her own business. Your future spouse is taking care of his health. Your future spouse is taking care of their self-care. They're doing skincare, hair care. Very cool, calm, collected. They are meditating. They are reading a book, like a very calm energy. But then there's people around them that, like, I'm picking up the energy where there's a lot of people that want to challenge your future spouse. I don't know why. Okay, something about, do you see that energy here? These are all the people right here that want to come to your future spouse and somehow challenge them, somehow start a fight with them, provoke them. Like there's literally an energy where your future spouse is surrounded by people who try to provoke him or her. I don't know what this means, okay? Something about where your future spouse has such a zen energy. They are cool, calm, collected. They try to be focused and they try to, I don't know, like be very focused on what they're doing, but there's a lot of people around them trying to create some type of like chaos is what I'm picking up here, okay? So I almost want to say your future spouse is surrounded by a lot of people that see your future spouse as a competition. Okay, for example, your future spouse is doing very well at work and your future spouse has co-workers that are trying to, I don't know, compete with your future spouse. So it's kind of like a lot of people have a fight with your future spouse, but your future spouse doesn't have a fight with nobody. Does that make sense? A lot of people have a fight with your future spouse, but nobody has like your future spouse doesn't have a fight with nobody. Does that make sense? Like your future spouse is surrounded by people. Okay, your future spouse is surrounded by people who want to challenge him or her. Okay, they want to challenge your future spouse's beliefs. They want to challenge your future spouse's like beauty. They want to look better than your future spouse. They want to make more money than your future spouse. I don't know why. Okay, they could be in a very competitive like field. Like, I don't know, they could be, they could be an energy of like Christmas bonus, you know, who gets the Christmas bonus, and your future spouse, you know, is like the top candidate to get the Christmas bonus. So people are trying to fight and compete with your future spouse. Okay, your future spouse could be very sexy right now. There's men and women competing. Okay. Trying to look better than your future spouse. They could have family members that are secretly competing with them. They want to have a better Christmas tree. Like, that's what I'm being brought towards. People are literally competing with your future spouse who has the better Christmas tree, who has the better Christmas party, who has more money, who has a better boyfriend. Very odd energy, very weird energy. They are surrounded by very weird energy here. Okay. It's like people are very bothered by your future spouse being so unbothered. I don't know what the heck that means, okay? So there's a lot of people competing with your future spouse. For example, they could be literally attending some type of competition right now, and they could be one of the top candidates. For example, let's say, your future spouse is a model. If they go to a casting, of course, there's going to be bitch fight. There's going to be like, I want to look better than you. I want to walk better than you. Okay, so they could just be in a very competitive energy here, okay? They could be people... another thing that I'm picking up here is your future spouse. There could also be a lot of men or women competing or fighting for your future spouse. Your future spouse could be very highly desirable right now. Yeah, I feel like your future spouse has a very sexy energy. They're very sexy and alluring to people right now. So they could be women fighting for your future spouse, men fighting for your future spouse, but your future spouse is not interested. Do you see that? They're minding their own business and people are like competing and fighting over here for him or her. Okay. But yeah, I feel like there's a particular person, like I'm picking up the energy here where someone is trying to fight and compete and triumph over your future spouse. I don't know what this means. They're trying to get the position instead of your future spouse. They're trying to, I don't know, like be the better daughter, the better brother. Do you know what I mean? Like they try to be the better daughter, they try to be the better daughter, the better auntie than your future spouse. Like, I don't know what this is, but your future spouse is surrounded by people who feel threatened by him or her. Okay. They want to compete with him or her. But it's like stupid. They're literally surrounded by like, how can I explain that energy? Because I feel like they are surrounded by petty people that want to start a fight, but nobody can start a fight with your future spouse because your future spouse is in their own world. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's like your future spouse cannot be bothered, but people could be tweeting stuff about them. I feel like your future spouse is not even aware of that energy. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's kind of like someone is competing with your future spouse over who's looking better, and your future spouse doesn't even realize it. Do you see where I'm coming from? They could be trying to look for a dress that looks better than, your future spouse's dress, or they look for a suit that looks better than your future spouse's suit, even though your future spouse is not competing. Okay, they're trying to show on Instagram how happy they are, how sexy they are, and your future spouse, but again, to compete with your future spouse, and your future spouse is not even realizing it. Do you see that? It's like your future spouse lives in their own world while other people are fighting with them. They want to challenge them. It's kind of like an animal kingdom where one lion is trying to challenge the other lion, who's like the head of the tribe. That's what I'm being brought to. Okay. So your future spouse could also be in a position of power and people want to challenge him or her because they think they are better suited for the position of power. So I feel like there could be a destructive energy around your future spouse. Your future spouse is not affected by it. Do you see that? Because their health is really good, but there could be people trying to destroy them. There could be people trying to, I don't know, just, how do you call it? Like push them off their throne. Okay. Something like that is what I'm picking up here. Let me get a few more cards because I want to know what the fuck that is about. When I started to record your reading, it was so loud, okay? Yeah, so people want to pick a fight with your future spouse. People want to provoke your future spouse, but it's not working. And those people get more and more mad. Okay, I feel like your future spouse is chill, relaxed, cool. Your future spouse doesn't have a fight with nobody, but people have a fight with them. Wow. Can you clarify the Five of Wands? What is that energy? Again, for others of you, they could be literally competing. They could be like an athlete. Okay, they could be, they could be playing sports right now. They could be, For example, they play volleyball right now. Of course, you have a competitor, right? This could also be another energy here where they might be going to the gym a lot right now. Yeah, for some of you guys, they could be going to the gym a lot right now, is what I'm picking up here. Or there could be some type of competition at the gym. I don't know what the fuck that means, okay? It's like people want to look better than your future spouse at the gym. Okay, but I feel like your future spouse is trying to get back in shape right now. They could be going to the gym right now. Or again, there's something about competition when it comes to sports. They could also be watching a lot of sports right now. I'm also being brought to ice skating, not for everybody, of course. You could be ice skating, or you could be, you know, that could be something that you do for fun or whatever. They could be a professional athlete, and of course, as a professional athlete, it's like there's some type of competitive energy, okay? Let's see. Where's the Five of Wands here? Six of Swords. I'm hearing who is staying and who's leaving. That's what I'm hearing with the Six of Swords. So do you see that? People could, wow, I'm hearing there's people trying to scare your future spouse away from work, or scare your future spouse away from a family gathering, scare your future spouse away. Something about where someone is trying to, I'm hearing someone is trying to get rid of your future spouse. I don't know to which extent, because, you know, this can go very left. Someone is trying to get rid of your future spouse. Let's say, for example, your future spouse is like the brother of someone. How can I explain that energy? Let's say, for example, your future spouse is friends with someone. And whoever they're friends with, they have a boyfriend, and that boyfriend does not like your future spouse because your future spouse doesn't like, do you know what I mean? Like where your future spouse is trying to protect their friend from their boyfriend or their girlfriend because something is not right. So that cheater boyfriend, cheater girlfriend is trying to get rid of your future spouse, or trying to destroy the friendship between your future spouse and their friend. Does that make sense? Someone is trying to get rid of your future spouse. I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay. But again, your future spouse is like unbothered. They don't even realize it. Their health is so good that they can, like something about your future spouse is so calm in the midst of chaos. Nobody can bother them. But yeah, someone is trying to get rid of them. Oh yeah, someone is trying, okay, we're going to talk about it in a second. Someone is trying to get rid of your future spouse right now. Okay. They want your future spouse to move out. They want your future spouse to lose their job. Very, very. They want your future spouse to get disowned by family. Nope. It's very. But again, is your future spouse bothered? No. Look at that. They're cool, calm, and collected. They might not even notice how many people are against them. It's like your future spouse is so kind and sweet, they're not realizing that they're sitting next to enemies. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like, you know, when you watch a Disney movie and there's like this innocent person in the movie and they're not realizing that someone is working against them. Okay, and even if they do realize it, it's kind of like, do you know what I'm also picking up here? For some of you guys, your future spouse knows that people are working against him or her, but she finds he or she's finding compassion for them. It's kind of like, yeah, I know this person's jealous of me. I know this person's working against me, but, you know, like, I cannot be mad at them. Like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I feel like your future spouse even has compassion for the people that try to destroy him or her. That is crazy. I feel like your future spouse has a very graceful energy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but they could be in the midst of winning some type of competition. I don't know what that means. Like literally, they could be getting the job in a job interview, right? So they're winning against competition. They could be winning against their enemies right now. So what I'm picking up here as well. Let's see. Where's the Five of Wands here? What's going on? Yeah, the World card. I don't know what the fuck this is about. Okay. Yeah, they could also have a little bit of problems when it comes to their neighbors. Okay. They could be in the city right now and it's very chaotic. Like there's a lot of people walking. But again, your future spouse is like very calm. They walk and talk very slowly, very calmly. Your future spouse has a very healthy energy here. Okay. But with the World card right here, I'm also picking up something about your future spouse could be kind of like cleaning up their room, kind of like where they get rid of like messy energy. They could actually be, yeah, they could be getting rid of messy energy, cleaning their home and stuff like that is what I'm picking up here. Of course, it would make sense if they're like, they could also be the host of a Christmas party this year is what I'm picking up here. Maybe not every year, but this year it could be, yeah. They could be throwing a party and that's why they're like, you know, like cleaning everything here. Okay. Kind of like Christmas is happening at their place, for example, this year or every year. Okay. Let's get one more. Why is the Five of Wands? Why is the Five of Wands here? What's going on with pile number? Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Your future spouse could also be spending a lot of time with children right now in their family, for example. They could be spending a lot of time with their mother, with their parents right now. I also feel like your true love and your future spouse is teaching people right now. I don't know, we talked about it, right? So they feel like they are in a position of power to me. So they are teaching people, but I feel like they have haters. I feel like your future spouse has a lot of haters around them right now. I don't know why. Or people are like jealous of their position of power, that they're the one to teach, or they have the best Christmas tree, or they have the, I don't know, they're cooking the best. Someone is competing with their cooking skills. This is like some very weird ass energy. I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay, let's move on from that. On number 1, I got some extra cards of camera for the Queen of Pentacles because I felt like it. So for some of you guys, I pick up a strong energy, your future spouse right now. They could be feeling like they are now in a position of power. They now have the money, or they now have the funds or whatever, or the time to take care of their parents, kind of like where they are parenting their own parents. Does that make sense? Kind of like, you know, yeah, I'm hearing the song Dear Mama by 𝘸𝑚, or like kind of like a Dear Mama, I'm a man now, or something about where they are, I'm also hearing they are fulfilling their parents' wish. Do you know what I mean? Something about where they take care of their parents, kind of like, you took care of me all my life and I want to take care of you now. That's also the type of energy. So they could be feeling like they want to provide for their parents, or they want to kind of like be a good child or do something good for their parents right now is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, so they could be, I don't know, spending a lot of time or a lot of money when it comes to their parents right now. For others of you, in case your future spouse has a child, they're of course spending a lot of time with their child right now. They're, I don't know, like painting with their child, baking cookies with their child, like where they want to make this Christmas the most beautiful one for their child. Okay, for others of you, I heard they are practicing. Okay, like I'm hearing your future spouse is currently practicing. Again, I don't know, I feel like they are somehow attending something, or they're trying to, because I'm seeing them practicing a speech. Okay, I don't know why. I'm seeing them practicing a speech, or I'm seeing them somehow practicing in front of a mirror. Okay, but it could also be kind of like, I don't know, it could be because I'm seeing like your future spouse is very like active at the gym, or I don't know, I feel like they are, basically what I'm trying to say is I feel like your future spouse is very, 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 very like laser focused on their health right now, is what I'm picking up here. Can I be honest with you guys? Because we got the Sun card, the Lovers, and the Page of Wands. So I pick up a strong energy here where your future spouse is, to be honest with you guys, for me this feels like they are practicing to get back into the dating world, because we have the Lovers card here. So they could be feeling like I don't know, maybe they're not good at speaking, so they're practicing speaking, or maybe they are shy to approach women, so that's what they're doing right now. Does that make sense? Like I'm seeing them like I'm being brought to Hitch, the date doctor, or they could be spending time with somebody who is teaching them, I don't know, how to be more charming or something like that. I don't know what this means. Okay, or again, they could be the teacher where they are helping another person right now to talk to women, or where they're helping another person right now to be more confident when it comes to dating. So it could be them that they are being taught, or they might be teaching their friend right now. and their friend is kind of shy, and they're teaching them, like I'm hearing they're teaching them riz. Okay, I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's what I'm picking up. If others of you, this is more the energy of like practicing. I don't know what this means, kind of like, for example, practicing like their speech, or practicing, I don't know, like their music. Like for example, let's say for example they produce music, they're maybe practicing like how they would perform on stage, or something along those lines. They're somehow practicing in front of the mirror, or they're somehow practicing something here. They could also be practicing because they're supposed to hold a presentation very soon, is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay, something about where, yeah, I'm hearing where they are in charge for something this year, so they have to practice something, like they have to practice a speech, or they have to somehow practice. They could be in an apprenticeship right now, something about where they are very focused on practicing something and becoming, you know, the best at it, or to become really, really good at something. But I also want to say, I feel like your future spouse is preparing himself to go back into the dating world, because we have the Lovers card here and the Sun card. Okay, so something about your future spouse could literally currently, you know, be, I don't know, growing out their hair because they feel the sexiest with longer hair before they go back into the dating world. Okay, so I do feel like they are like getting prepared to go back into the dating world, or to, yeah, that's what I'm picking up. It's kind of like the conscious decision, like, hey, next year in 2024 or whatever, or in the next couple of months, you know, I want to go back into the dating world. I want to start dating again. But before that, I want to grow out my hair. Before that, I want to grow out my beard, you know, or before that, I want to clear up my skin, something along those lines. Okay, feeling they're practicing a lot of self-care. They could be buying skincare products right now. They could be buying protein shakes right now. They could be buying products for their hair right now. Okay, something about where they're very much focused on feeling good, looking good, and smelling good. For some of you guys, I'm also seeing them buying perfumes or something along those lines. Okay, for others of you, I feel like your future spouse is supposed to attend a wedding, and they probably have to hold a speech, or they might play a big role in someone's wedding, and that's why they are kind of practicing, because I'm seeing them also buying a suit. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing them buying like new clothing. I'm seeing them also buying new clothing, okay, but I also see them like preparing for some type of like formal event. They could be, you know, getting ready for some type of business meeting, business something, presentation, Skype call is what I'm picking up here as well. But yeah, for some of you guys, it is also connected to someone's wedding, and I feel like they maybe are playing a big role in this wedding, and they're very much involved in the wedding planning, is what I'm picking up. In for others of you, I'm feeling like they recently bought a suit, or something about they want to buy more suits, or something about clothing. They're buying clothing right now, okay, or they're trying to change their style right now, or to figure out what their style is. Okay, one for some of you guys, they could also be in the shower right now, and what I want to say is, I feel like your future spouse daydreams the most when they are in the shower. Okay, so something about where, and it's funny because I chose your picture, and now I got some extra cards, so I didn't plan that, but I'm seeing that your future spouse, they somehow, I feel like they like to sing in the shower, or they daydream the most in the shower, or they get all their creative ideas in the shower, is what I'm picking up here. But they think about you the most every time they take a shower, or they think about love, or they fantasize about love and romance the most when they are in the shower. But yeah, they could also be literally in the shower right now, kind of like, I don't know, like cutting their beard. Like I'm seeing them shaving their beard, I'm seeing them shaving their legs right now. Okay, again, it could be because they're attending some type of event. I'm seeing them putting on cologne, putting on perfume, again, maybe because they are somehow invited to some type of gathering, or just in general they feel like they want to practice more self-care, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, but yeah, they think about you the most in the shower, or fantasies are usually happening while they are showering. Okay, so when I look at this card right here, I'm always being brought to the movie Mirror Mirror, and if you guys are familiar with my Patreon, I already talked to you guys about the movie Mirror Mirror. Okay, kind of like the newer version of Snow White. Okay, but every time I see this card, it reminds me of that movie, so that movie could be significant. Okay, it says, or the description of the movie says, when Snow White's evil stepmother takes over her kingdom and banishes her to the woods. We talked about it, right? Someone is trying to get rid of your future spouse right now, somehow, some way. Okay. Her kingdom and banishes her to the woods. She is forced to team up with a group of 7 unruly dwarves to take back what is rightfully hers. Okay. So there could be an energy where your true love and your future spouse is currently in the energy of claiming what is theirs. It's kind of like someone is trying to sabotage their connection with their brother, their sister. Someone is trying to take something that belongs to them. You know, someone could be lying about like, no, this is my money, or this is, you know what I mean? Kind of like I'm also being brought to fights when it comes to inheritance. Something along those lines where it's kind of like I'm hearing your future spouse's word against another person's word, something like that. Okay, or someone is trying to steal something away from your future spouse that belongs to him or her. Okay, because in the movie Mirror Mirror, Julia Roberts and the other lady, so your future spouse could also be dealing with an evil, I don't know, stepmother. They could be dealing with an evil stepdad, and they could be dealing with an evil stepsister, stepbrother, you know, something like that. Okay, that is trying to somehow again banish them or eliminate them or push them out of the family is what I'm picking up here. But I'm hearing we right here, we're not going anywhere, we right here. Okay, so in the movie Mirror Mirror, the evil queen is banishing her to the woods, right? This is the type of energy that I'm picking up here. So I feel like your future spouse is literally in a fight with somebody right now, but your future spouse is not fighting, they're just existing. Does that make sense? This is very odd. Okay, your future spouse could also be walking in the snow right now, wherever they are at. It could be snowy. Okay, but again, this is also to me also feels like, because in the movie Mirror Mirror, I'm just going to call her Emily because I forgot what her name was in like the movie. In the movie Snow White, okay, let's call her Snow White. In the movie Snow White, you know, the evil queen was banishing her to the woods, or she was like throwing her to the woods, and she wanted to actually get rid of her, like for real, but it didn't work. So I almost want to say your future spouse is currently overcoming obstacles very effortlessly. They are overcoming enemies very effortlessly. They're walking past enemies with confidence, with chest like that. They're walking into a room like a boss, even though there's people that don't wish them well. They're walking in like that. They could be smiling into like their haters' face, like, I know you don't wish me. I'm hearing, I know you don't wish me well, but it doesn't do anything for me to not wish you well. I'm hearing, just because we're no longer friends doesn't mean I don't want you to eat. I still want you to eat, just not at my table. That's the vibe that your future spouse is in right now. Your future spouse is exuding a boss energy. They're walking and talking like a boss, okay? Something about where they effortlessly like glide through obstacles as of right now. Okay. Yeah, they could be taking walks at night time. They could be taking walks in snow, is what I'm picking up here. But I also feel like they are receiving visions of people not being trustworthy. Okay. And they're following their intuition. Okay. They could also be confronting people right now that don't wish them well. Or they could be, I feel like they could also be confronting, again, they're not fighting, they're confronting people. Hey, why did you say that? What is your intention? Can I trust you? They could be trying to figure out what certain dreams mean, because they could be dreaming a lot more, but they could not always understand what their dream means. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Let me clarify why the Fool card is here, because the Fool card is like, I feel like your future spouse has a new attitude. Your future spouse is in an energy where they have a new attitude when it comes to haters or when it comes to life. And because they have a new attitude, they're manifesting a lot more, or they're something about, yeah, they have a new attitude. And because they have a new attitude, it's like your future spouse is in the midst of manifesting abundance, success, love. I'm hearing everything is working out in my favor. Your future spouse has a very healthy mindset right now. They have an abundance mindset right now, and they are in the midst of manifesting miracles and blessings and success to them. Okay, because they have a new attitude is what I'm picking up here. But yeah, they have a lot of people hating on them. They have a lot of jealous people around them. Your future spouse is literally in the midst of like, how can I explain it? It's kind of like a, I feel like your future spouse is somehow surrounded by snakes. I don't know why, okay? I don't know why, but again, they're handling it very gracefully. It's like your future spouse already knows this person. Like, I'm seeing like your future spouse has like a poker face and like he's bluffing. He or she's bluffing, okay? Where your future spouse, yeah, your future spouse is like bluffing. It's like a poker, you know, like a poker game. You see, it's kind of like competition who wins, right? And your future spouse is bluffing, you know? They have like a spread that makes them win. I don't know what the fuck that means, okay? Yeah, something about winning a competition. I don't know what this means. Okay, so they could have like a poker face right now. Like, I know you're a bitch, but you know, I'm gonna play poker the right way. I'm not gonna show you my hand. So they could be in of kind of like a, I'm also being brought to Ocean 11. I think it's a movie with Brad Pitt and stuff like that. It could be significant here. Okay, they could be just, you know, like keeping their cards close to them. They could be very strategic right now. Something about, they could be coming up with a strategy, or they could be very strategic right now is what I'm picking up here. Even at work or with business, where they come up with a strategy to win. They come up with a strategy to manifest. They come up with a strategy to make big money. For some of you guys, yes. For some of you guys, can I say something? For some of you guys, your future spouse is literally in the midst of manifesting big money. They're manifesting big money right now. With their energy, they're manifesting big money. But again, there could also be people being jealous of your future spouse and how much money he or she makes. Okay, and that's why they have so much jealousy around them. You know, people lose their mind when money is involved. Okay, for some of you guys, your future spouse could also be playing games right now. Like, they could be playing with their Xbox. They could be, I don't know, they could be playing games right now to decompress or to release stress. I'm also seeing here for some of you guys, your future spouse is currently going to the sauna, kind of like where they really take good care of their health. They're going to the sauna. They might be listening to relaxing music. They might be getting a massage right now. They might take a walk in the woods for a good mental health. Okay. They might be eating fruits and vegetables for good mental health. They might be going to the gym a lot more to release stress. Okay. Why is the Fool card here? What is that energy about? Yeah, someone wants them to leave. Oh man, that's not good. Someone wants them to leave, like almost as if your future spouse is an unwanted guest somewhere. I don't know what that means. I feel like it's a particular person. It's like, I don't know, someone's girlfriend, someone's cousin doesn't like your future spouse, and they might be sitting there like, I know you don't like me, but I'm still here. Okay, this is not about you. It's about my friend. I know you don't like me, but I'm gonna sit right here. Okay? That's the vibe that I'm picking up here. I'm hearing as solid as a rock. Okay. Yeah, for others of you, they could be getting ready to leave a job. They could be getting ready to leave a country or a city, which would make sense because we talked about changing numbers, right? They could be getting ready mentally, physically, or emotionally to leave a city or a job behind. Or to leave a city or a job behind is what I'm picking up here. For others of you, your future spouse definitely has visions. I don't know if they are aware or not. Like, your future spouse could be psychic, especially with the Queen of Cups here. Okay, they could be psychic and they could receive visions right now, and they're trying to untangle them or trying to figure out what the universe is trying to tell them, or what God is trying to tell them with their dreams and their prophecies, or with the signs that they are receiving. Okay. Or they could be, again, they could be just following their intuition right now. Like, I don't have a good feeling with this person. I have a good feeling with that person. They're just following their intuition. I'm also hearing them, they're asking God to help them with vicious people is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay. Like, I'm hearing no weapon formed against me shall prosper. They could be reading the Bible right now, or they could be, I don't know, speaking good things into existence, like I'm going to win. I'm hearing the song Untouchable, or like can't be stopped, can't be touched, can't be. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? What is pile number 3's true love and future spouse doing right now? Oh my God, didn't we talk about poker? We talked about poker, right? For some of you guys, this is not going to be for everybody, but listen, I actually saw a person online on a dating app and he was a tarot reader. Okay, so probably for 1 or 2 people here, your future spouse could be reading cards right now. Okay, they could be playing poker. They could be, if it's not tarot cards, they could be playing poker. They could be actually getting into tarot right now, where they don't know nothing about tarot, but they might be getting introduced to it right now. For others of you, they could be playing poker, or they could be playing cards with family members right now, which could be the reason why I picked up that competitive energy. Okay, it doesn't even have to be as, you know, doesn't even have to be as bad as I was describing. They could be just literally playing a game and they could be winning right now in that game. What is pile number 3's true love and future spouse doing right now? Yeah. Your future spouse could also think they are in need of a social media detox, and that's exactly what they're doing. Like, they don't want to be involved in some type of drama. They're trying to detach themselves from some type of drama. They could be deleting, we talked about it, they could be deleting their social media just for a little bit of like, to get rid of like, to no longer have like beef. They could also have internet beef, and that's why they somehow delete their social media, because they don't want to be involved in drama. It's not like this is not, your future spouse is not a person to usually be involved in drama. So they're trying to detach themselves from some type of dramatic drama energy. Okay, but yeah, they could be going through a social media detox right now, or they could feel like they need to detox from watching too much TV or something like that. Okay, yeah, and for others of you, your future spouse is literally fighting sabotaging energy right now. But again, they do that very gracefully. They glide through the obstacles right now. People throwing stones in their way, they glide through the obstacles is what I'm picking up here. Okay. What is pile number 3's true love and future spouse? Okay, that's it. Okay, now we're going to move to signs and synchronicities that your future spouse is close to you. Okay, but we have the devil here, guys. They're fighting some devilish energy in their life. They could be conquering temptations, addictions right now. Not for everybody. For most of you guys, I don't think so. Like, they could be currently quitting smoking and they're actually successful, but there could be people trying to tempt them to start smoking again. Does that make sense? For others of you, they literally have like some type of devilish energy, like a person that is, they have like a devilish, like a person that kind of like embodies the devil in their life, and they're basically conquering some type of devil in their life right now. Okay. Yeah, and again, they do that very gracefully, kind of like where they fight their enemies. I'm hearing kill them with kindness. Your future spouse is killing people with kindness right now, and they win anyway, even though they got sabotaged. Okay. They could be coming out of some type of sabotaging energy, but let me tell you, your future spouse your future spouse has such an abundance mindset. They have positive energy that they also attract a lot of positivity to them. Your future spouse is in the midst of manifesting, you know, like their dream life, but particularly when it comes to a dream job or how much money they want to make. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Now, let's look at signs that they are close to you. Okay, let's look at signs that they are close to you. So the first card that we have here is Ring. And we also have here helpful people. So the first thing that I want to talk about, I think I want to talk about this card first, because Spirit is telling me what you need to know about your true love and your future spouse right now is that there could be one particular person that is going to help you guys to come together. Because with the helpful people, the first thing that I picked up here is there is a third person who's going to help you to come together with your future spouse. This could be a mutual friend, this could be a relative, this could be a departed loved one in spirit that is watching over you. It's kind of like a spirit guide saying, be cool, calm, and collected, because we are helping you to meet your future spouse. Does that make sense? Where, for example, your spirit guide is working with your future spouse's spirit guide for you guys to meet. So there's no need for you to worry about how it's going to happen and when and how and stuff like that. Okay, there's someone that is helping you for you guys to come together. It's a third person. This could be on your side or on their side. Okay, let me see what the helpful person is about. Something about there's a helpful person involved or helpful people. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Okay. What is the helpful person about? The helpful person, helpful people. Yeah, I'm hearing sliding doors. You're gonna cross paths with your future spouse because of a third person. Okay. So basically your spirit guides are telling you don't worry about it. There's a third person that is going to help you to meet your future spouse. I don't know how this is going to happen. I don't know why. They just want you to know there's a third person who's going to help you to meet them. They're gonna invite you to go somewhere. They're gonna suggest something to you, and it's literally the reason why you meet your future spouse. Some of you guys, this helpful person could be an artist, or this helpful person could be super duper creative. Like I'm being brought to you spending time with a very creative person or a very creative soul, and they have so many like goofy, funny, creative ideas, and one of those ideas is literally the reason why you meet your true love and your future spouse. I don't know if you already are friends with this person or you're going to befriend them in the future. Okay, just know that there is a person and you're gonna thank them, you know, for helping you to find your future spouse, or for helping your future spouse to find you. Okay, let's see. Clarify the helpful person, please. One more card. Yeah, we have here. Okay, so this helpful person could be a fair man. I also feel like it's a grandpa. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it says dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So a person with blonde, gray, or white hair, especially a male, could be the reason. Like they could be like guiding you somehow, some way. Okay, they could be appearing in your dreams, or you could literally meet them right now or in the near future. And it says love, deep affection, and caring. Yeah, I feel like there's someone, I'm hearing matchmaker. Someone could be introducing you to your future spouse. Like I'm literally picking that up here. It's kind of like there's a third person who's going to introduce you to each other. Okay. So something about where your spirit guides are helping you on your journey to meet each other. One more. Why is the helpful person here? Look at that. This helpful person that is going to lead you to meet your future spouse. You could be meeting them at a new job. Okay, or they will be a new co-worker in your company. Okay, for some of you guys, this person is going to ask you if you want to work with them. This person could be asking you, hey, do you want to work with me on a project? And you're going to be like, yeah, why not? That sounds cool. On your way to this person to help them work on their art project, to help them work on their music, whatever it is, you meet your future spouse. Or they're there. They're also invited to the gathering. Okay. Something like that is what I'm picking up. So your spirit guides want you to know, don't worry about it. There's a third person somehow in the mix. Okay. Now let's talk about the signs that your future spouse is close. We have a ring here. It says a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. We talked about it. So I almost want to say you're meeting one very significant soulmate before you meet your future spouse, because it says a marriage will take place business-wise. And it talks about like something about a co-worker, like a significant co-worker coming into your life. Okay. And this co-worker is going to bring a lot of synchronicities into your life, or they're going to be the reason why you transition to a different department or a different job. Okay, or you're going to work on a new project is what I'm picking up here. But yeah, for others of you, like there's a significant soulmate manifesting in your life before your future spouse is what I'm picking up here. It's kind of like a magical connection, but platonic, okay, is what I'm picking up here. And again, this person could possibly be blonde, could have blonde, gray, or white hair, or they could be male. Okay, not for everybody, of course. But yeah, we have the ring here. So for some of you guys, signs and synchronicities that your future spouse is close to you is because you could be finding jewelry. Okay, you could be finding jewelry. You could find a lost ring that you haven't seen for years. You could find a lost bracelet that you haven't seen in years. You could find bracelets, jewelry, earrings on the floor as you're walking, you know, in the city. For some of you guys, I feel like you're actually going to get you're actually going to get gifted a very like special ring, a very special necklace, a very special bracelet. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Or you could be literally, I don't know, somehow manifesting like a, can I say something to you guys? This card, okay, I'm going to tell you a story. So I was on vacation in Greece, and I was in the city, and there was a guy, and I was just looking at his earrings, and then he said, come, I want to show you something, I want to show you something. And he created rings, handmade. So for some of you guys, you could be, you know, you could be creating jewelry, okay, or you could be meeting someone with an Etsy shop is what I'm picking up here, okay. You could be meeting someone that is doing like crafty things, and you're going to be like, damn, that's so cool, or whatever. They could be, you know, like, they could be the one gifting you like something from their business, something like that, okay. You could be receiving like a gift from someone who owns a business, okay, something like that. Not for everybody anyway. Or you could be meeting a business owner right before you meet your future spouse. But yeah, so I was walking into the store, and I was just looking at his earrings because I thought they were beautiful. And then he ended up creating, or like he was handcrafting in front of me, a ring with like a hematite crystal. And he was like creating the ring out of like, I don't know how you call it, like out of like whatever he had there, like his stuff. And then he put it on my ring finger. That's the type of energy that I pick up here. You could also unexpectedly receive gifts from people, okay? Or again, a particular ring, a particular bracelet. For some of you guys, I'm also hearing you could be losing a bracelet or a ring, or you could be breaking a bracelet or a ring. Now, first of all, if you lose a bracelet or a ring, I want you guys to know this bracelet or this ring has been repelling negative energy. So that could be the reason why you lose the ring, or why you break the ring, or why you break the bracelet. It could be because this bracelet or this ring has been, you know, like has been protecting you from negative energy, and when the negative energy is gone, the bracelet could break. Does that make sense? For others of you, the reason why this ring or this bracelet you lose it is because maybe there was negative energy attached to it, and your spirit guides wanted you to get rid of it, and you didn't notice it, so you're gonna lose it because it maybe was like, you know, like separating you from you meeting your future spouse, okay? Or you could be having dreams of rings and jewelry and something like that, okay? Yeah, you could be having dreams of rings and jewelry and enchanted items, okay? Yeah, and for others of you, you could be just losing or breaking some type of jewelry piece, and it has to be replaced, but it might mean that it's time for something new. Or again, it's like literally a sign that your future spouse is close to you. For some of you guys, you could be witnessing a proposal around that time, or someone's boyfriend is going to come to you. Are you going to come with me to choose a ring for whoever your friend is who's getting engaged, okay? We also have a seahorse here, so you could be receiving signs of sea creatures. You could have a lot of dreams of the ocean, sea creatures. You could be very, you know, yeah, you could be seeing a lot of sea creatures around that time. You could be particularly seeing seahorses, okay? But we also have the card here, family matters. So let me get one more card, what that is about. I'm hearing under the sea. Okay, so I don't know what that means. What are signs and synchronicities? That pile number 3, that pile number 1 is close to meeting their future spouse, like within weeks or days. What is that about? Okay, you could be seeing, I don't know why, but you could be somehow seeing hammocks, or you could be meeting people with hammocks. There could be a particular hammock. You could end up at a place with such a cool hammock. This is very, you know, particular for someone here. You could also receive a lot of signs and omens through birds. Oh wow, it says news is on the way, and then taking a vacation. You could be getting invited to take a vacation, because I talked about being on vacation in Greece. Okay, you could have a magical vacation right before you meet your future spouse. What is the sign that pile number 1 is about to meet their future spouse? Okay, we have club here. It says someone would try to make you do something against your will. We have here 10 temporary situation. So there could be something going on with camping, getting invited to go camping. Wow. Do you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing there's gonna be a secret admirer coming out of the woodworks and telling you that they have feelings for you, and it maybe was a secret for a couple of months or a couple of years, or you're gonna be approached by a coworker who has a crush on you, and you're gonna be like, nah, I don't want to go on a date with you. I don't think so. Okay. There could also be a sign connected to a vase, or a sign connected to a tent or a camping trip or whatever. Okay, let's get one last card. What are signs that pile number 3? What are signs that pile number 1's true love and future spouse is close, like close, close, close. Oh, we have ants here. So you could be noticing that you have a lot of dreams of bugs, or that there's a lot of bugs coming to you, kind of like a lot of like ladybugs coming to you, a lot of dragonflies coming to you. You could be, I'm hearing you could be a magnet for animals. Stray animals could come to you. Something about, you're just a magnet for animals. Like, I don't know, like dogs run to you out of nowhere. You could also have a lot of dreams of animals around that time. For some of you guys, not for everybody, you will have a dream and a vision of huge amounts of money. You will have a dream where you see huge amounts of money right before you meet your future spouse. I don't know what that means. I don't know why. Something about where you have dreams of huge things, like a huge house or like a huge event or huge amounts of money. You will have dreams of that, or you will have visions of that, or the universe will show you like huge things, like huge houses and huge numbers, or I don't know what that means, okay? You could also have dreams of you being in a different home, but it is your home, but it's not where you live right now. So you could start to have like dreams, reoccurring dreams of you living elsewhere, and it's your home, but it's not where you currently live. I'm also seeing keys. There's going to be signs around keys. Okay, you could be finding someone's key. Someone could be, yeah, something about dreams of keys, or you finding a key. I'm also seeing key necklaces, like a key necklace. Okay, a key necklace is somehow going to be significant. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go to the extended now. Okay, I'm going to go to the extended now. I'm actually going to show you the cards here. Are we? Yeah, because we're going to look at your future spouse's desires and wishes, because you know when they, you know what, I almost want to say your spirit guides want you to know what you need to know about your future spouse right now. They're going through a lot right now. Okay, there's a lot of chaos around them, and I almost want to say, I'm hearing when the dust has settled, and I just saw the spirit, you know, like pew, flying. When the dust has settled, you guys will meet, because there's chaos in their life right now, caused by other people. They might be cleaning up some type of mess in their life right now. Does that make sense? I'm hearing when the dust has settled in their life, that's when you guys are meeting. Okay. And your spirit guides are encouraging you to meet new people. Because one of those new people, you're going to kiss them for suggesting something to you that made you, you know, like meet your future spouse, okay? But yeah, we're going to go to the extended now. We're going to look at your future spouse's deepest desires, when they fantasize about love, and they fantasize about you, and they fantasize about being in love and being intimate. What are their daydreams right now? Like right now, when they close their eyes, when they lay in bed, what do they think about, okay? So we have here the card. I'm just going to show you one of their cards. We have here spilling the tea. They tell their friends about their sex life with you, or they want to know more about your past sexual experience, okay? So yeah, we have you spilling the tea. We also have the card, you're taking charge. It says they want you to take charge in the bedroom, making them feel desirable and lead with confidence to live out their desires, okay? So if you are interested in that, the link is down in the description box. If not, thank you for being here. I love you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my lovely pal number 2, welcome to your reading guys. First of all, I want to say Merry Christmas because I plan on uploading this pick a card reading on the 25th of December, and I know a lot of you guys, you are actually celebrating Christmas on the 25th. I celebrate Christmas on the 24th, or like in my country, usually Christmas Eve is usually when we celebrate Christmas the most, but this is my Christmas gift to you guys. Okay, we're going to look at your future spouse. I'm also going to be very thorough today. We're going to look at a lot of things when it comes to your future spouse today. This is my Christmas gift to you guys. Okay, so we're going to look at what is going on with your future spouse and your true love right now. Like, what the heck are they doing right now in this very moment? Okay, what are they thinking? So we're going to basically like look at what is happening in their life right now, but I'm talking about specifically like right now in this very moment. Okay, we're also going to look at their deepest desire. Okay, when they imagine their future with technically you, right? Because their future is you, or like you are their future spouse. So when they lay in bed, or when they just, you know, daydream or imagine things, or when they just, you know, have like the strong craving, or they wish for love, you know, what is like their deepest desire? What is their deepest fantasy, their deepest desire, their deepest wish when it comes to love? We're also going to look at signs that your future spouse is close to you. I'm talking about just a few days or a few weeks away, where your meeting is only a few days or a few weeks away. So it's kind of like your spirit guides announcing your future spouse is close to you, or it's kind of like a get ready, your future spouse is close, or don't worry, your future spouse is close when you see those signs. Okay, pile number 2, this is so funny. I just got like the first sign from your spirit guides, or kind of like an omen, because I had to take care of the music in the background. As I was doing that, there was a car. Look at that energy. There was a car in front of my window, and that car was red, and the license plate of the car was the angel number 4448. I take this as a sign that we're just going to start your reading looking at signs that your future spouse is close to you, or the reason why your spirit guides want to talk about the signs that your future spouse is close to you is because they are close to you. Does that make sense? That's why your spirit guides already are like, they want to talk about the signs. Okay, but yeah, we're also going to look at like anything else that you need to know, any random information, hidden information. This reading is going to have an extended, the link is down in the description box. Okay, but yeah, let's begin your reading. Okay, let me tap into the energy here. So again, the first huge sign that you are receiving before you meet your true love and your future spouse, and again, I'm talking about just a few weeks or just a few days before you meet them, you're going to see the angel number 444 a lot. There could also be an energy, and I did talk about that on Patreon. So if it rings a bell, okay, if it rings a bell, there could be a strong energy of red energy around you. Okay, something about the color red. This could be an energy where maybe you are being approached by a lot of redheads. Does that make sense? There's something about the universe, something about the color red. I don't know if you're going to see like a lot of red cars, or maybe someone is buying a red car around you around the time or right before you meet your future spouse. Something about a red car. You could have dreams of cars or a red car is what I'm picking up here. For some of you guys, I feel like your future spouse is actually driving a red car. Okay, could be like a burgundy or red wine something, or something about the color red, because on Patreon I did talk about a lady in red. Okay, so there could be an energy where you're going to receive a sign connected to a lady in red, or something about a lady with red hair. Okay, could be approaching you. Again, you could be meeting a lot of like redheads and gingers, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, or again, the angel number 444 is going to be everywhere. Everywhere you go, the angel number 444 is just everywhere. It's going to be so intense, you know, where you see the angel number 444, like, I don't know, 4 times a day, you know, every day throughout the whole week. Something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, the color red could be significant. I don't know, you could be getting a gift in the color red around that time. You could be noticing that you're very, very drawn to the color red. Or again, your future spouse could be, your future spouse's favorite color could be red. Does that make sense? Where maybe you are going to see your future spouse, and when you see them for the first time, they might be wearing a red jacket. Okay, something about signs around the color red, dreams of cars, dreams of the color red, people with red hair, something along those lines. Could be a big, big sign that your future spouse is very, very close to you. But again, I feel like pile number 2, I feel like your future spouse is like very close because your spirit guides already want to talk about signs, okay? So let me zoom you guys in because you guys know that I have a lot of fun doing that. I'm gonna show you the cards here a little bit, okay? So we have the love card here for the signs that your future spouse is close to you. So with the love card here, okay, I pick up a strong energy. Am I in focus or is it in focus? I don't even know. Hopefully. So the first thing that I want to say here is one big sign that you're going to receive around the time when you meet your true love and your future spouse. You could be... I feel like you could be noticing that a lot of people are very, very kind to you, almost as if people are showering you with gifts or people are showering you with love. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where you are meeting a lot of kind and sweet people. People smile at you randomly. You randomly receive gifts, okay? It could also be an energy of like the symbolism of hearts, where you will see a lot of hearts everywhere. I don't know what this means. Like you will see like hearts in decoration. People have a heart on their t-shirt. Something about like people, something about the symbolism of a heart, okay? Something about you will see a lot of hearts around you. I don't know why. Or you might see like I'm seeing the emoji with the heart eyes, okay? You could be seeing like glasses where, you know how people, there's like glasses that are shaped in a heart shape, okay, is what I'm picking up. You could also be seeing a lot of people with you could be seeing a lot of people wearing red or pink or something along those lines, or something about people wearing like rose-colored glasses. Like I'm talking about literally rose-colored glasses, like where they wear like pink glasses of some sort, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, and Spirit is telling me the reason why this energy is surrounding you is because you exude so much love, okay? There's so much love in your aura and in your energy that you also attract a lot of love around you. Does that make sense? Because your energy is so lovely that you attract lovely people to you, or your energy is so lovely that, oh, you could be seeing a lot of people like kissing in front of you. You could be always ending up sitting next to a couple that is super duper in love. You guys know when you, for example, go into a coffee shop or you sit in a train and for some odd reason you always sit or stand in front of the couple that is super duper in love and they're kissing and they cannot take their hands off of each other, okay? And again, the reason is because you vibrate on a frequency of love. It's kind of like your heart is exuding so much love that love is all around you. You could be seeing like I'm picking up the energy where you could be seeing that like birds are kissing, or you could be seeing like, I don't know, squirrels kissing, or you could be seeing like, because I'm being brought to, you know, I'm being brought to ants, and you guys know when it looks like ants are being intimate with each other. This is what I'm being brought to. Like, for example, if you go into a zoo, just to give you an example what I mean. For example, if you would go to a zoo, you would end up standing in front of like gorillas or monkeys that are kissing or doing something nasty. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like this energy is already around you, like people where you see like a very HORNY couple, a couple that is kissing, you know, like as if they are so freaking in love. It's kind of like there's lovebird energy around you right before you meet your true love and your future spouse, okay? This is a huge sign that they're very, very close. You're gonna be like, damn, everywhere I go, people are kissing, they are in love. You know that energy of like when you see two people kissing and you're like, damn, how about you get like a hotel room, okay? We don't need to see that. So that's the vibe that is surrounding you. You're gonna be like, why in the world, everywhere I go, there's couples. You could also be seeing like proposals taking place around you. You just end up being at a place where a person's being proposed to. Okay, you could end up seeing marriages taking place around you. Like I'm being brought to, for example, where I live, there's a lot of like people, you know, with a Mediterranean culture, and they usually like announce that someone is getting engaged. You might be seeing cars, you know, just got married. You might be seeing like bridal, you might be seeing, how do you call that, like when you see like a bride and she's out with her girls, what is it called? Like you could be seeing bachelor parties going on, like when you go somewhere and you can literally see someone, like, I don't know how you call that party, but you guys know what I mean, right? Where, you know, For example, I'm being brought to one time I was outside on Halloween, and there was like a bride, and she was you know, like she was dressed as a bride, and I think they were somehow, you know, like letting people know like, oh, she's getting married, that's why she's dressed like a bride. This is what I'm being brought to. Okay, you could be seeing a lot of like how do you call it, bachelor parties, or something about where the bride-to-be is throwing a party, and you know, you might be at a restaurant where she is at. Do you know what I mean? And then you see like, oh, she's about to get married, he's about to get married, something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Okay, you could also somehow randomly find advertisement of wedding dresses, something along those lines. Okay, so I feel like it's going to be very much in your face that your true love and your future spouse is around you, because the signs are kind of like you are surrounded by love, you are surrounded by marriage energy, you are surrounded by lovebirds, people being so in love with each other, you are surrounded by like, I don't know, like red, like I'm being brought, I feel like you're going to be surrounded by sexy energy is what I'm picking up here. Okay, you know what the interesting thing is, because we also have the bull here as signs that your future spouse is close to you, and I'm also, oh, okay, because I'm being brought to bulls. I don't know if it's bulls or if it is a different type of animal, but I think it's bulls, right? Where I think in Spain back in the days, you know, there was like bull riding or something about where they hold like a red flag, and they're trying to, you know, I don't know, you know, what is that thing called? It's like where they have like a red flag in their hand, and the bull is trying to run into it, so they're basically like fighting against the bull or whatever. Yeah, okay, so this is so interesting. It's called bullfighting. Okay, like I'm being brought to bullfighting. It says bullfighting is a physical contest that involves a bullfighter attempting to subdue, immobilize, or kill a bull. Oh dang, what the fuck. It says, yeah, it's Spanish, it's from the Spanish culture. Okay, it's so interesting. Okay, oh no, oh my god, this is, now that's not nice. Okay, I don't like that energy at all. But what I'm trying to say is this is the energy that I'm being brought to with the bull here. Okay, and in this bullfighting, usually they take like red or again like pink, purple, like flags or whatever to fight against the bull. But what I actually wanted to say is you might also notice that a lot of Spanish or Portuguese energy is around you. What do I mean by that? You could be meeting a lot of people from Spain or Portugal. You could be, I don't know, just ending up in Portuguese and Spanish coffee shops or cafes. You could end up, I don't know, like something about where you find bakeries or you find like pastries from Portugal or Spain. You could be realizing that when you buy something, it is made in Spain or it's made in Portugal. You could be having dreams of Spain and Portugal. Okay, you could be having dreams of like, I'm hearing you could be having dreams of Europe, but I'm specifically being brought to like Spain, Portuguese energy, maybe even Brazilian. I don't know what exactly that means, but you could be having dreams of like those places. Your future spouse could actually be from Spain or Portugal. You could be meeting a lot of people that go on vacation to Spain or Portugal. Does that make sense? Something about you're gonna see a lot of like Portuguese and Spanish energy around you. I don't know why. You could be ending up really falling in love with a movie, and the movie is, you know, the movie was made in Spain or the movie was made in Portugal. Does that make sense? Okay. This could also be connected to a vacation in Spain or Portugal because I've seen your guys' comments that for some of you guys you actually live in Portugal or you actually live in Spain, or something about you always wanted to go to Portugal. Okay, that's definitely your pal. Okay, if someone here is Brazilian, Portuguese, Spanish, has Spanish Portuguese roots, definitely your pal here. Okay, you could also be noticing there's a lot of Spanish like music or Portuguese music around you. You could end up really falling in love with a Spanish or Portuguese like singer, or a very beautiful song in Portuguese. Spanish, does that make sense? So there's Spanish and Portuguese energy around you right before you meet your future spouse. Okay, whatever the heck that means. I mean, of course, if you live in Portugal, that would make sense. But again, there could be like, because I'm being brought, for some odd reason, I'm being brought to, you will find yourself feeling very, very drawn to a Spanish or a Portuguese song, maybe even a love song. And I don't know, almost as if, I don't know, this culture or this energy is surrounding you. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know what this means. Okay. Or again, it's just a confirmation that this is your pal in case you live in Spain or Portugal. Okay, or your future spouse could be living in Spain or Portugal. Okay, or they could be wanting to relocate to Spain and Portugal, something like that. But let's get a few more cards. Yeah, for some of you guys with the bull card here, a little bit weird, but it talked about how this bullfighting is all about, like, I don't know, like conquering a bull. So to be honest with you guys, I pick up a very intense energy where around the time before you meet your future spouse, you could be feeling like you receive a lot of love from people, a lot of compliments, a lot of love from people, or people really show you how much they appreciate you, and you're like, wow, why are people so kind to me today, you know? Or why are people so like nice to me? You're gonna notice it. But I feel like you could also be noticing that other people hate you a lot more, or they put more effort into destroying you, because again it talks about a bullfighting energy here. Okay, or there could be a particular person who's gonna put like overtime in trying to, I don't know, like make you feel bad or whatever. Like you could be noticing that the hate that is coming to you could become a lot stronger from a particular person, but also the love that you receive could be a lot stronger. Does that make sense? Or it could be just a very intense time in your life where you feel like you are surrounded by love, but you could also be surrounded by enemies or hate, or do you know what I mean? It's like both energies are surrounding you is what I'm picking up here. Or it could be a particular person who's trying to challenge you. You could actually have some type of enemy around that time, I'm gonna be honest here. Okay, where you're gonna feel like you need to conquer this enemy. You could be, for example, you could be having an enemy at your workplace around that time. Does that make sense? In case you don't have an enemy right now, you know, you're like, damn, I don't have an enemy, but maybe around that time you're like, oh dang, that's what Cynthia was talking about, like this new Karen that's working at my workplace, she's so weird to me. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Let's get one more card. What are signs that pile number 2's true love and future spouse is very, 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 very close? We have coins. Okay. Oh, okay. We have here the coins card, so you could be seeing a lot of coins, or you could be yeah, there could be an energy where you could be realizing that there's like an increase in money, especially if you have your own business. But you could be seeing that a lot more money is coming to you. For others of you, you could be finding a lot of coins on the floor. Okay, something about you will be receiving, you will see a lot of coins. Like in that week, maybe you find like 3 coins on 3 different days. Does that make sense? Oh, do you know what I'm also hearing? I'm hearing you might find, for example, I live in Europe, so that also means I'm more likely to find like a coin that is from Spain, or that is for, yeah, that, like I'm being brought to Spanish coins or Portuguese coins, or I don't know, something about a foreign coin. Or you could be meeting somebody that is collecting coins from foreign countries, is what I'm picking up here. That is oh yeah, that is very interesting. This is so interesting. Okay, something like that. You could be having dreams of money around that time. Okay, you could be having a lot of dreams of foreign places around that time. Okay, and we have the May card here. Okay, so, and it talks about signs, so maybe Spirit is going to send you a lot of signs connected to the month of May. You could be meeting a significant person that is born in the month of May, right before you meet your future spouse. Okay, for some of you guys, you could be meeting them in May. Okay, you could have dreams of May, or something about, again, something about where your spirit guide sent you a lot of signs connected to the month May. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Or again, you could be, do you know what I'm also hearing? I'm also hearing you're going to receive a lot of love from a person that is born in the month of May. Does that make sense? Something about you might be meeting somebody, or you might like reconcile with someone that is born in the month of May, and they're going to show you how much they love you. Does that make sense? Something about you will have a stronger bond or a strong connection with somebody born in the month of May. Okay, for example, let's say for example it's your aunt. Okay, you have an aunt and her birth month is May. Around that time, she might be a lot more appreciative of you, or she might be wanting to spend more time with you, or she might be telling you a lot more often she might be telling you a lot more often that she loves you. Does that make sense? And you're like, damn, why is my aunt telling me every day how much she loves me? Do you know what I mean? But again, it's because you are vibrating on a frequency of love. Moving on to the next topic, we're going to look at what is going on with your future spouse right now. Okay, now let's look at what is going on with him, what's going on with her. So let me show you the cards. We have here the Justice card. Your future spouse is kind of a little bit exhausted, I'm not gonna lie. We have the Ten of Wands here. We have here the Two of Swords. Okay, that's their energy right now. That's what they're going through. We also have the Six of Cups, the Temperance card, and the Star card here. Okay. Let me zoom you guys back out because I want you guys to see my beautiful lava lamp. She is beautiful. I love her. I didn't give her a name yet. Okay, let's see. I want to get one clarification card and then we're going to tap into the energy of your future spouse and what they're doing right now, okay? Can you please clarify the Ten of Wands here? What is that energy about? Okay. Okay. So the first thing that I pick up here with your future spouse, they think a lot about love right now. Your future spouse is definitely in the energy of like contemplating about love, what they want in a woman, what they want in a man. Can I be honest with you guys? I feel like they recently bumped into an ex. Okay, something about where an ex has been reaching out to them. Okay, an ex has been reaching out to them, someone, you know, that they used to date or whatever. And can I be honest, I pick up this energy of like your future spouse being annoyed. I'm hearing, oh my god, not you again. But not in a, it's not in a shady way. It's more in this energy of like your future spouse feels like they don't want to go back to the past, but maybe the past might be coming or might be trying to come back to him or her. Does it make sense where they maybe bump into old lovers or old crushes, old something about where they bump into some type of old soulmate, and maybe the soulmate wants to try again is what I'm picking up here, but they don't want that. They're like, oh damn, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to go in that direction again. They could actually be realizing that their type is changing, where it's kind of like, do you guys know that moment where you used to be so in love or you used to fancy someone so much, and they were like the most beautiful man, the most beautiful woman in the world at that time, and then when you see them now, you're like, damn, you know, I don't know why I was so in love with them. They're not even my type anymore. I don't know why I was so drawn to them. Okay, something like that is what I'm picking up here, where they recently bumped into an ex. I'm also picking up the energy here where they saw an ex and they have been hiding. Okay, I'm being brought to like, oh my god, I don't want to bump into my ex. I don't want her to see me. I don't want him to see me. So it's kind of like, I don't know, they switch lanes, or somehow they're like, you know, ducking down so that their ex is not seeing them. Something like that is what I'm picking up here. And for others of you, they have been receiving a message from their ex and they have been like, oh my god, hell no. I'm hearing hell no, hell to the no. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? So I feel like someone has been reaching out to them, kind of like, hey, I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, and they're like, damn, I'm not gonna respond to this. I'm also hearing the audacity, because maybe this person has been hurting them, or I don't know, something like they just feel like, I don't know why this person is reaching out to me. I don't know what they want from me. I don't trust them. I'm not going to reach out to them. Or for others of you, I pick up a strong energy here where your future spouse, can I be honest with you guys? I feel like they feel very heavy right now. Christmas and New Year's Eve could be a time where it's not their, they feel heavy around that time. For example, I'm being brought to someone who lost someone, and you know, Christmas and New Year's Eve is like the time where you really feel that someone is not there anymore. Does that make sense? Where they have like a departed uncle, grandpa, grandma, and always around New Year's Eve or Christmas they feel a little bit sad, or they feel like, I'm picking up the energy where your future spouse feels like they are in their feelings. The future spouse is in his or her feelings right now, because they could be missing someone that is not there anymore. Does that make sense? Where they feel like Christmas was, oh yeah, I'm hearing the song I Miss You by DMX. And in the song, DMX is talking to his grandma, how everything is going, how the family is doing and stuff like that. Okay, so they could be talking to a departed loved one right now. They could be really missing a departed loved one because it's Christmas and they remember their grandma, you know, cooking for them, something like that, so they don't feel, I feel like an energy where they don't feel their best, okay? I feel like they're really contemplating about like you know, like I feel like New Year's Eve and Christmas is making them, they feel the weakest around New Year's Eve and Christmas season. Something like that is what I'm picking up here very strongly. I also feel like a strong energy here where your future spouse feels like, future spouse could also feel like it's time to meet new people, okay? They could be feeling like they want to make new friends, or they want to expand their friend circle. I almost want to say, I feel like your future spouse is like, they feel like they, I'm hearing they don't want to spend next year Christmas season the same as this year. I feel like they're kind of regretting that. How can I explain that energy? I feel like your future spouse is, maybe Christmas and New Year's Eve was never important to them, but this year in particular they feel very, very vulnerable, very, very in their feelings, and they feel like next year they would love to spend New Year's Eve and Christmas with you instead of alone, or instead of like, I don't know, something about where they're not happy how their New Year's Eve or their Christmas is looking is what I'm picking up here, okay? They could also feel like, how can I explain that energy? They could feel like, because in the song DMX I Miss You, the song is literally called I Miss You, and he talks about like there could also be an energy of like, I wouldn't say family drama, but they could feel like they are kind of misunderstood when it comes to their family. So they could kind of like where they don't necessarily look forward to celebrate Christmas and New Year's Eve this year. Again, maybe they lost somebody, maybe it's just like the circumstances with their family is what I'm picking up here, okay? They could feel like maybe they had a fallout with a family member, and do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's like a tense situation. Can you clarify the 10 of Wands? So what is that energy about? Yeah, it says peace and harmony, and then it says good news. I don't know, it's kind of like I'm picking up the energy here where I feel like your future spouse is a little bit sad, you know. Usually they don't care about Christmas or New Year's Eve, but this year they're kind of sad. Like I'm hearing, oh my god, do you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing, all I want for Christmas is you. Oh my god, they're realizing what they wish for. Kind of like what a person's asking them, what do you wish for? What is your wish? And maybe the last couple of years they had a wish like, I want a car, I want this, you know, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. This year their wish is to meet you. Like they wish to meet their true love. They wish to meet, they wish to meet their soulmate. They wish to meet you. That's, oh my god, that's what I'm picking up here. And they feel like, I don't know, there's something about where I wouldn't say they feel alone, because there's people around them, but they feel like I don't know, they dream to, their dream is to, or their wish is to be in their dream relationship is what I'm picking up here. They want to kiss somebody into the new year. They want to celebrate Christmas with, you know, their soulmate, okay? I feel like they're wishing for you right now. It's kind of like, all I want for Christmas is you. I'm gonna be honest. And if you're not watching this around Christmas or New Year's Eve, I pick up a strong energy here where it could be the same anyway, okay? They could be feeling like, oh my god, Christmas is approaching in 3 months and it looks like every other year, you know. Maybe it's time for me to, I don't know, put myself out there, or this year I feel like kind of like where their heart is opening up, okay? Usually they don't give a shit. They don't care about Christmas or New Year's Eve, but again, it could be because, let's say for example, they lost a grandma or a grandpa. So it's kind of like there's a gap in, you know, in their heart. But this gap is also opening up their heart for like, maybe I do wanna, you know, meet my true love, you know. They could be, you know, praying for true love right now. They could be praying to meet you. I actually want to say, I feel like they're manifesting you. I'm going to be honest. Okay. I feel like your true love and your future spouse is manifesting you right now. They could be thinking about like, what kind of woman do I want to be with? What kind of man do I want to be with? What does my dream woman, my dream man look like? What am I looking for in a relationship here? Okay. But their wish is it to spend, you know, it's kind of like they don't want to spend another holiday, or they realize like they realize they want to make a change, okay? Because it says a meeting with a stranger could be important, and it says the 10 of Wands. So I almost want to say there could even be an energy where your future spouse has been in isolation, or they have been feeling like they really enjoy their alone time. They have been feeling like they really enjoy, I don't know, being an F-boy, being out there, but they don't want that anymore, okay? It's kind of like they can notice a change in what they wish for or what their heart wants, and their heart wants you. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so they could be feeling like it's time for them to put themselves out there. This could actually be a New Year's resolution for this person, to put themselves out there, or kind of like where they want to heal their heart. For example, if they know their heart is closed off and they need to heal their heart before they go into a new relationship. I almost want to say their New Year's resolution is to meet you, or to open up their heart, or to something like that, okay? Or to expand their friend circles, what I'm picking up here. What is the 10 of Wands about? One more. Yeah, look at that. It says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals, okay? But it's connected to the 6 of Cups and the Justice card and the Star. So it's kind of like they want to put more effort into, I almost want to say they're manifesting you. They feel like they want to manifest their dream woman or their dream man right now. Okay. Like what your future spouse is doing and thinking right now, they're thinking about like how sad this year's Christmas or New Year's Eve is, and how beautiful it would be if they would spend it with their true love, you know. Let's see, where's the 10 of Wands here? Yeah, oh yes. I'm gonna show you what this is about, okay? Let me zoom you guys in. I also just saw the angel number 1717. That could be significant for someone here, okay? Look at that energy. Your future spouse is listening to love songs and it's hurting. You know what the funny thing is? Didn't I talk about how a sign that your future spouse is close is because you're gonna see people being in love everywhere? I feel like your future spouse is in the same energy where they see, for example, they go to a family gathering, okay? They go to a family gathering, they maybe are, you know, meeting up with their friends, and then maybe their friend or their dude, their friend, or their auntie, their uncle, it's like everybody is in love, or everybody's gifting the other person, or like, I bought this for my girlfriend, I bought this for my boyfriend. Maybe they could also be hearing their people, their friends say, oh, do you want to come with me to get a, I just heard cadeau, and cadeau is a French word for gift. So if your spouse could be speaking French, or someone here could be speaking French, but I just heard cadeau. I don't know why. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, yeah, so your future spouse could be out with friends, and maybe they're buying like Christmas gifts for their partner and stuff like that. I feel like your future spouse is really hurt right now. Their heart is fucking hurting, okay? Because they see people being in love, they see people buying gifts for each other, they see people kissing each other into the new year. And again, usually it doesn't bother them, but this year they're very, very like soft. Their heart is very soft. They feel very, very vulnerable. Yeah, so they could be listening to love songs and it kind of hurts, or they could be noticing that they're avoiding love songs because every time they listen to a love song, it's hurting them. Okay, for some of you guys, your future spouse could also actually be right now producing music. In case your future spouse is a musician, he or she is making music about love or about heartbreak, or something about, they make a lot of music right now about their feelings and what they're thinking about. Like I'm hearing, taking out this notebook every day, writing down my feelings because it makes me feel okay. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. They could be writing down their feelings. They could be, you know, producing music about how they really feel and how their heart is hurting, or something along those lines. And again, for others of you, this is connected to, they really miss a family member that is no longer there. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. I feel like they have been very close to this family member, like their favorite family member could not be here anymore. Does that make sense? So they feel like it's like something is missing, but at the same time they're also realizing like they want to create their own family, or I'm hearing, if I was your best friend, your future spouse could be like wishing for a best friend, like where this departed loved one that they lost is kind of like their best friend, and now they feel like, you know, they, not that they want to replace, you know, this person that is departed, but they could be feeling like they want to meet their best friend in a lover. Does that make sense? That's their wish. Like I'm literally seeing them wishing for a relationship. Yeah, they're wishing for you. I'm hearing all I want for Christmas is you. Okay, but yeah, they could be feeling they're very, very vulnerable. I feel like a future spouse is usually a very strong individual, so it's unusual for them to feel this way. Okay, it's kind of like their heart is opening up to the idea. I also feel like that's the reason why Spirit wanted to talk about the signs that they are close, because I feel like you guys are about to meet. Okay, I feel it very, very strongly here, because they're already thinking about love. They're already fantasizing about love. They already think about like their dream woman, their dream man. Okay, they think about like how many children they want in the future. They think about like names for their children. Okay, they think about where they want to live with their partners, stuff like that. Okay, can you clarify the 10 of Wands? One more card. Okay. Yeah, look at that energy. I'm telling you, I feel like they're closing their eyes, listening to love music, and they think about you. Okay, now you might be asking me, Cynthia, if my future spouse is thinking of me right now, why are we not meeting, or why am I not seeing him? You know, we have here the card, a period of ill health and depression. So I feel like your true love and your future spouse is just now coming out of some type of depression. Does that make sense? I'm hearing as this year is ending, I almost want to say they have been wishing for good health, and I feel like their wish for good health is manifesting as this year is ending. Okay, they could be coming out of some type of depression right now in this very moment, and as soon as they are out of their depression, that's when you guys are meeting. Does that make sense? Or they could be noticing that they have to change their life in order to get out of this type of depression. Okay. And it's connected to meeting you. Number 2, there's 2 songs that came through as I was editing, or as I'm editing the pick a card reading. First song that came through when it comes to your future spouse and how they're feeling and what they're going through right now is the song God Gave Me Style by 50 Cent, and I specifically heard, let me see, I'm picking up the energy where your future spouse is thinking a lot about the universe and God, because in the song he says, I zone off thinking is there really heaven or hell? So what happens to a changed man who dies in a cell? I need to know answers to these questions, because time will tell. Got a date with destiny, you know? So they're thinking about, they're very much, if I could describe the energy that I'm picking up with your future spouse, they're very contemplative. They are like in a very contemplative energy. They contemplate about the universe. They contemplate about who they are. They contemplate about their childhood. Okay. But I specifically heard some days I'm in the crowd all by myself, a bunch of people around, I'm still by myself, I drift off on a cloud by myself, thinking about nothing more than life. What else? These days it's hard to tell who really cares for me. So when you hear this song, you should say a prayer for me. So they probably are praying right now. They could be praying for signs from the universe. I feel like if your spouse is on a spiritual quest, but I also want to say the spiritual quest is coming to an end. Does it make sense, where they receive a huge sign or they have a huge aha moment about, I don't know, just like the song says, I zone off thinking, is there really heaven or hell? You know, so what happens to a changed man? You know, something like that, where they think about all these things right now. They think about God and the universe, and they think about the afterlife, what happened before we came to earth. They're very much, you know, their mind is like very, I'm hearing your future spouse's head is in the clouds. Okay, now I also heard the song because in one of the cards you saw a castle, right? I heard the song King of My Castle by 𝑑𝑜𝑦 Project. It's like a super old song. It came out in 1998, so someone here could be born in the month of someone here could be born in the year 1998. Okay, but it's in the song. She says, must be the reason why I'm king of my castle, must be the reason why I'm free in my trapped soul. Okay, so it's kind of like, it's a contradiction. It's almost like your future spouse feels free, but so it's kind of like your future spouse feels free but trapped at the same time. Okay, or again, they're contemplating about like something about, was it really worth it? Okay, because to be honest with you guys, Spirit just showed me, I watched an interview by Nicki Minaj. I'm not like the hugest fan of Nicki Minaj, but maybe someone here really likes her, or someone is thinking about going to her concert. like because she's going on tour. But in one interview, the interviewer, I think it was a Vogue interview, but I'm not quite sure, someone has been asking her something about like, I totally forgot the question, but they said something about like what is a question that you ask yourself or something like that. And then she said if it was really worth it, if her career, if her sacrifices if it all was really worth it. And behind her there was an ocean and she had such a beautiful house, but she still had this question of, was it really worth it? That's the type of vibe that I'm picking up with your future spouse, almost as if they achieved a lot. It's kind of like, why did I achieve so much and I still feel trapped? Or they could have noticed that no matter how much money you have and no matter how much you achieve, if you are trapped in your mind or in your heart or in your soul, you're still trapped. Does that make sense? So they could be financially free, they could feel like they're free to do anything or everything, but if they are not healthy mentally, they're still trapped. Does that make sense? So they could have realized no matter how much money you have, no matter how beautiful your house is, how big your house is, or how much you achieve, if you are not healthy, it doesn't mean shit. Or you could have anything in the world, but if you are trapped in your mind, if you have mental health issues, it doesn't mean shit. Does that make sense? And I feel like that was like the whole topic of their year 2023, or the last couple of months. They realized, damn, I have so much, like I have all these blessings in my life and I cannot even enjoy it because I'm mentally not healthy, or I feel trapped mentally, or something is like my soul doesn't feel good in this situation, even though I have a nice house, I have a nice car, or I have this freedom. So it's kind of like a contradiction. They feel free and trapped at the same time. But I almost want to say your future spouse has been freeing himself, or she has been freeing herself mentally. Does that make sense? That's why they have been on a spiritual quest, kind of like, what can I do in order for my soul to feel good? What can I do in order for my mind to be free? Because you can go to a party and it's the coolest party ever, but if you are trapped in your mind, if you're overthinking, you cannot even enjoy this party. That's what it feels like to me here, okay? So that's the type of vibe that is surrounding you if you're just kind of like contemplating what success really means to them. Maybe they're even redefining what success means to them, And again, they also realize like the biggest success for them this year is that they claimed their health back. But I almost want to say mentally, or when it comes to their soul. It doesn't necessarily feel physically. It feels more like a soulful health, where your soul is healthy or where your mind is healthy, something like that. Where the soul or the mind is healthy again. I feel like that's like their biggest accomplishment this year, because they noticed like, dang, I have everything that I wanted, or my biggest wish is coming true, but I cannot even enjoy it because my soul is not healthy, or my heart is not healthy, or my mind is not healthy, And I feel like that's why they're almost as if they realize that they are the happiest when they are close to God, or they're the happiest when they somewhat take care of their mental health or their health for their soul. Okay, they could have asked themselves a lot of questions the last couple of years, the last couple of months, like, what makes me happy? Why doesn't this make me happy even though I thought it would make me happy? Why can I not enjoy myself? Why do I still feel trapped? Or what does freedom really mean to me? Kind of like redefining what freedom really is, all these things. So I'm seeing them like taking a walk and really contemplating about all these things, They have like beautiful like questions, like spiritual questions, like, but again, I also feel like they received, like, they're coming to an end of a spiritual quest, kind of like they have been contemplating the last couple of months what makes them happy, and they can now answer this question. Does that make sense? Or if someone has been asking them, why do you still feel trapped even though you have everything? Or why is your soul not happy even though you achieved something big? Maybe 1 year ago they could not answer this question, but now they can answer this question, like, this is why I feel this way. They have been contemplating about why they feel the way that they feel and what is wrong, even though everything looks picture perfect. That's what it feels like to me here, okay? So they came to some type of conclusion. I almost want to say that's where they think about New Year's resolutions, what they want their next year to look like, because they came to some big answers, like who they are and what makes them really happy when it comes to their soul, or what makes them feel very unwell or very unhealthy. Number 2, I also heard the song in the beginning of your reading, I Miss You by DMX, where he dedicated that song to his grandma that passed away. And in the song they sing Amazing Grace, like his grandmother always sang Amazing Grace, and in the song they sing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. In the song they say, I once was lost, but now I am found, was blind, but now I see. So that's the type of energy that your future spouse is in. They felt they were once lost, but now they feel found. They felt like they were once blind, but now they can see, is what I'm picking up here. But yeah, they could be in a very spiritual, religious, close to heaven, thinking about life after death, that type of energy. That's the energy that is surrounding them right now. And yeah, they could possibly also be crying because they miss someone that is not here anymore, or something like that is what I'm picking up. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is, wait a minute, there's a song coming through. I'm hearing Fly With Me. Okay, your future spouse could have like visions. Yeah, I feel like your future spouse could have the dream to celebrate Christmas or New Year's Eve in a different country. So they're like, you know, I'm hearing apologizing. Why am I hearing apologizing? Why am I hearing apologizing? I don't know why. Oh, I'm hearing your future spouse could feel like they want to make a lot of things right in their life right now. I don't know what this means, okay? I'm hearing they want to right their wrongs right now, especially with people, you know. I'm hearing they want to be a better person. Not that they're like a bad person, but I'm picking up here wow. I feel like your future spouse feels like they have been in an energy where they have been very cold and distant from people, and they realize that this is not the life that they want, you know. They want love. They want to be surrounded by love. They want to open their heart, you know. They don't want to be cold and distant, you know, is what I'm picking up here. I don't know what exactly this means, but again, sometimes we are distant and cold because it's kind of like our coping mechanism, right? They could have been distant and cold because of losing somebody, because of like, you know, because of something that somebody said to them that really hurt them. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, because I'm hearing Fly With Me. Okay. Yeah. So we also have the teapot card here. It says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay. So yeah, they could be, you know what I'm also picking up here? They could be watching their best friend, or they could be watching their friend being in a beautiful relationship, kind of like where you're wow, this is interesting. Okay, listen, I feel like your future spouse is friends with someone, and that someone, their friend, is maybe newly in love, or you know, like very newly engaged, newly in love. Like their friend is in love right now, and they see how happy their friend is being in love, like almost as if your future spouse always thought like being in a relationship means drama, means this, means that. But they could be witnessing a healthy relationship around them right now, and they could be feeling like, damn, I want that too, you know. Kind of like where, for example, if you would ask your future spouse what means happiness to you, you know, their answer last year is completely different from this year. You know, maybe this year their answer would be like to have your own family, or to sleep next to your spouse. You know, maybe last year it was something different. So it's kind of like they're realizing that what makes them happy is changing. I'm also picking up the energy where they could be randomly crying. Okay, they could be crying because they see a little child smiling, even if it is a man. They could be crying, you know, out of nowhere because they see like an old couple, like you know, like a very elderly couple walking and kissing or whatever. Okay, something about where your future spouse is really much in their feelings. But with the teapot here, again, I feel like they're somehow witnessing a healthy relationship, and I almost want to say them witnessing a healthy relationship. They could, for example, they could be literally watching a TV show right now, and as they are watching this TV show, they're realizing that's the type of relationship that I want, or that's the type of woman, or that's the type of man that I want. Okay, does that make sense? Where they're like in fantasy land because they're watching some type of TV show that is about love is what I'm picking up here as well. They could be watching like love movies or whatever, and they could be realizing that's what they want, or that's what their heart wants. Okay, So yeah, with the teapot card here, I also was brought to the movie Aladdin. So the movie Aladdin could be very significant right now. Okay. The movie Aladdin could be very significant as to what your future spouse is going through right now, what he or she is feeling. Okay. Do you know what I'm also picking up here? Your future spouse is such a lovely human being. Because in Aladdin, Aladdin was, you know, stealing bread because he was like poor in the movie, right? And he was stealing bread, and then he saw like little children, you know, being hungry, and then he was like, you know, giving the bread that he stole, he gave it to the poor little children, and he went to sleep without eating. Okay. So your future spouse could also be in the energy where they want to help people that are in need, or they want to, I don't know, I'm picking up the energy here where they're helping a lot of people that are in need right now. They could be buying gifts for people right now. They could be making other people's wishes come true right now is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Your future spouse has a lovely heart. Like I'm seeing someone here, like, I don't know, like making Christmas bags or making really beautiful like gifts for the people in need. But I'm also being brought to kind of like where they, I don't know, they somehow spoil the people in their life right now. Okay, they could be making their mom or their dad very, very happy with like really beautiful gifts. But I'm also picking up like where they take care of like people in need. Okay, I don't know what this means. Okay, because as I'm looking at this card in Aladdin, Jasmine was living in this big palace, right? But this big palace was like lonely, and she was alone there. And her father was in her ear that she needs to get married, and she was like, no, if I'm gonna marry for love. This is what I'm picking up here. So they could have people, they could also really, really dread going to Christmas or New Year's Eve parties because they know their parents are gonna be in their ear. When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna do this? Why are you still single and stuff like that, you know? I feel like they're kind of annoyed by this energy because they want to choose on their own. Like they don't just want to, you know, like fall in love. They don't just want to marry out of convenience or marry out of like status or just because, you know, they're supposed to get married. Okay. They want to marry because of love. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay. It's almost as if your spirit guides are here. It's almost as if your true love and your future spouse is like fantasizing about what it would feel like to feel the spark or love at first sight. They could be thinking like, does love at first sight really exist? Is true love real? You know, like what does it feel like to be truly in love? They could be asking the universe or God these questions, kind of like, send my true love to me, or something about help me to heal my heart so that I'm ready to meet my true love, or help me to get out of this depression so I can finally go out in the dating scene again. Something like that is what I'm picking up here. But I'm also seeing here that their wish is granted right now. Does it make sense? The universe, their spirit guides are healing them right now, and then they're going to be ready to meet you, because I almost want to say you guys are so close to meeting. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's at least how it feels to me right now. Okay. Yeah, they could be just feeling like they live in this big building, or they just recently, you know, like rented a new place, a new house, and this house is empty. Or they could just be feeling like I don't know, they could be rebelling against like traditions, like you should be married by now, and they, you know, like they're kind of like annoyed by it. They're like, oh damn, when I go to this Christmas party, they're gonna get on my freaking nerves. I don't want to talk about that, you know. Something like that is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, but I also feel like they're spending a lot of time with a friend right now, and this friend, whoever they are, it's kind of like there's like a very healthy friendship that they have right now, and they spend a lot of time with this friend. Okay, I feel like this friend is helping them to get out of some type of depression, but this friend could also be helping them to get back into the dating scene. Like I'm being brought to a friend that is asking their friend like, what should I wear, you know, what should I do, like what should I put in my profile. That was odd. There was like a big noise. Or do you know what I mean? Or where did you find your girlfriend? Where did you find your boyfriend? Or, you know, like how did you know you were in love? How did you know it was love at first sight? They could be asking their friends those questions, you know, because their friend, they could have a friend around them right now that is really, really in love. Does that make sense? Something like that. But it's like similar energy, because there's also lovey-dovey energy around you when you guys are meeting. Okay, so you are in a connection with somebody right now. that you think is your future spouse, they could be asking their friend how they're going to confess their love to you, okay? So for some of you guys, in case you already are in a connection with somebody, I feel like this person, in case it is your true love, they might be thinking about how they will confess to you that you are the one for them or that they love you. They're literally having conversations right now like, how am I going to tell her that I love her? Or they could be thinking about how they can invite you to a New Year's Eve party or tell you how they love you on New Year's Eve. Do you know what I mean? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay. I also feel like your future spouse is a little bit stressed with getting groceries or getting gifts and stuff like that. Okay, they could be feeling like, damn, I just want, you know, the energy to calm down. So they could be like in Christmas stress, or there could be a lot of stress or a lot of like organization stress around them right now because of Christmas. And I almost want to say they look forward to the calmer days after Christmas. Does that make sense? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay. I want to get one more card for the Two of Swords, because the Two of Swords is a crossroads, okay? It's them trying to make a decision. I'm also seeing them spending a lot of time close to a lake or a river or a body of water. They could be contemplating about their life right now close to a body of water. They could be looking at the stars, or they could be stargazing a lot more. I'm also seeing them praying a lot more, definitely here, okay? Because they feel vulnerable, because they feel more vulnerable or more emotional, they also pray more. But when they pray more, they manifest more. Does that make sense? Can you clarify the Two of Swords? What is that energy about? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Why is the Two of Swords here? What is the Two of Swords about? Now, for some of you guys, your future spouse already had a dream of you. Not for everybody, but with the Star card, your future spouse already had a dream of you. I almost want to say they could be remembering dreams from the past. Okay. For some of you guys, they could have had, I'm seeing them talking to a friend, and they're telling their friend, like, I had this dream of this guy. I had this dream of this girl, you know. And in my dream, I felt like this is like, I don't know, I'm in love with this person, or it's like my dream woman or my dream man, but I don't even know if they exist or whatever. Or what do you think? You know, like, do you know what I mean? Like, or they could be talking about like dreams that they have, like literally dreams that they have. Not for everybody, of course, but if they are psychic and if they have tendencies, they could be talking to somebody like, what do you think about this dream? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's a prophecy? Something like that, okay? Can you clarify the Two of Swords here? One more card. We have the Elephant. Look at that. A journey either physically or mentally will leave you wiser at the end. Yeah, they're daydreaming a lot about you right now. Every day when they lay in bed, they think of you. Okay, they think about being kissed. We're going to talk about what their desires and like their fantasies are. I think I'm going to do that in the extent because I already talked a lot. But yeah, we have the Elephant here. Someone here could also really like playing tennis. Not for everybody, but this is what I'm being brought to. Someone here could be 23 or could be born on the 23rd. Oh my god, today is the 23rd. The 23rd of December. So your future spouse could have, you know, really thought of you a lot, or is thinking of you a lot right now. Does that make sense? Like, as Christmas is approaching, they think a lot about love, you know. So you could be feeling your future spouse's energy around you as we are speaking right now. Okay. They could also feel like there's a lot of mysterious energy around them right now, kind of like God is speaking to them, or things are mysterious, or they have mysterious dreams, or they receive mysterious signs and synchronicities that they don't know what they mean, okay? But yeah, they could just be contemplating about how this year has been going, and I feel like their New Year's resolution is to put more effort into manifesting you or meeting you or putting themselves out there, coming out of some type of depression. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are going to meet them very soon. I don't know what that means. I don't know what very soon means, but your future spouse is already thinking about love. I'm hearing love is on their brain, okay? Can you clarify the Two of... Yeah, look at that. The card literally says the most difficult part of a situation is over, okay? So can I say something? I feel like your future spouse spent this year trying to heal some type of depression, or like kind of like an energy where they have been very, very down mentally. And I feel like this whole year, and if it sounds like you, it's because you guys are on the same path. It's kind of like, if all of that sounds like you, it's because your future spouse went through the same thing as you. Because I almost want to say they spent the whole year trying to heal, and they achieved it. This year they finally healed from some type of depression. They finally healed from some type of like mental blockages, mental illness, feeling like shit, or spiritually, mentally, or physically they were in a bad health. And I feel like they're thinking about like, damn, you know, I really healed myself this year. I really came out of some type of mental health problems this year. I came out of some type of depression. I finally, you know, like my, you know, kind of like where they overcame some type of grief over losing somebody. They realize that they are healthy. I almost want to say they feel like they feel like they are ready to meet you. Okay, I'm also hearing bubblegum. I don't know if someone is chewing bubblegum. Okay, yeah, so I feel like your future spouse could feel like they are ready to kind of like go out there and meet people. Okay, because the most difficult part is over. Okay, they feel like you know, almost as if 2023 was like not the best year for them. I'm gonna be honest, especially when it comes to their health, and they feel like they spent all this year to get their health back, and now it's time for love. Does that make sense? One more card. Can you clarify the Two of Swords here? Yeah, look at that. We have September here. Someone here could be born in the month of September. It could be you, it could be them. What is September about? Okay. Why is the September card here? One more card before we go to the extended. Look at that. We have the Sun card here. Okay. It says happiness and well-being. September is somehow a significant month. They could be thinking about September. Maybe their birthday is in September and they're thinking about how they want their birthday to look like. Do you know what I mean? Where they already think about like, okay, next year's gonna look different, or next year my birthday's gonna look like that. Do you know what I mean? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. Let me get one last card. I know I keep saying that. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the extended. What is pile number 2's true love and future spouse doing right now, or feeling right now? Yeah, activist, you see. I'm hearing activated. Okay. So we have the Princess of Swords. And we have the activist here. They feel like they need to change their life. Okay. I feel like they're like coming up with some type of New Year's resolution. Like I'm seeing them making a plan for 2024 or for the next year. Okay. And I'm also seeing them journaling a lot or manifesting. I do feel like your future spouse is manifesting you right now. But I more so want to say like they manifest you through praying, or they manifest you through like daydreaming. Not necessarily like manifestation techniques. For me, this feels like they daydream so much that they manifest you. Does that make sense? Or they pray so much that they manifest you. What is pile number 2's true love and future spouse? Yeah, look at that. They don't feel good right now. They do not. I'm hearing, baby, it's gonna be okay. Okay. They could actually be in church right now, like praying, not for everybody, of course, okay? They could be feeling like they want to spend more time with their spirituality and their religion. They could be feeling like they don't feel good though. Your future spouse does not feel good whatsoever. They see people being in love around them and it hurts them. They want that too. Okay. One more. What is going on with pile number 2's true love and future spouse right now? Yeah. Okay. The 9 of Wands. They don't want another year like this year. I don't know what happened to them. Okay. They could have really isolated themselves because they didn't feel good and they're like, no more. Okay. I'm hearing, I no longer want to be in this isolation, or I no longer want to like, I don't know. I'm hearing, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Okay. I'm hearing they have a come to Jesus moment. Okay. Yeah. Completion. They're not happy with how this year has been going. Okay. It's kind of like their heart is longing for you, if that makes sense. So every day when they lay in bed, when they take walks in the evening, I'm hearing all they can think about is you. It's like the energy where, you know how you are able to distract yourself with, you know, like work, or distract yourself with this and distract yourself with that. They can no longer distract themselves, you know, from this desire. Okay, this could be a person who's they're very controlling, like they need to control. Do you know what I mean? Like this person has a lot of self-control, but they also realize like they can no longer control this sadness. So I feel like it's all coming out. They could be crying a lot more. Again, I'm telling you, crying a lot more, having teary eyes. They could be, I don't know, they could just, I'm feeling like they feel alone. But what I'm trying to say is, because they are not alone, and it's not an energy of like, oh, I'm not enough, or I'm by myself and it's like a sad situation, because this person actually likes being alone. Does it make sense? It's unusual for them to feel this way, but it's like their spirit guides guiding them to meet you. Does that make sense? The sadness that they feel, I'm hearing sadness is like they're not used to this type of sadness, so now they feel like they want to manifest you. It's almost like they are ambitious to manifest you into their life, is what I'm picking up here, or to find you. That's what it feels like to me here. Kind of like a wake-up call, or like a wake-up, yeah, like a wake-up call, you know. Person could be very logical or very goal-oriented, but they no longer want to do that. Okay, they want to follow their heart. Like one of their New Year's resolution could actually be following their heart, following their intuition, or I don't know, like spending more time with loved ones, family, with friends, or again, like where they want to manifest love. Like I'm picking up the energy where your future spouse is good at manifesting, and they feel like they didn't put, it's almost this energy where they put a lot of effort into manifesting this and manifesting that and manifesting this and manifesting that, and they didn't put any effort into manifesting love, you know. But I also feel like they didn't realize it. It's kind of like, you know how it's kind of like I'm hearing this person, your future spouse, feels like the year went by so fast, and while they achieved a lot, they also feel like they achieved nothing, is what I'm picking up here. Or they could feel like, I'm hearing, was it worth it? Okay, that's what I'm hearing, was it worth it? Okay, so yeah, your future spouse is in their feelings. They kind of feel sad. They see people being in love. They see people kissing. For you guys, they have a very strong desire to have their own children. They think about how would they name their son, how would they name their daughter. They could have like dreams of having their own children. They could actually tear up, like where they have like tears in their eyes looking at babies or looking at children. Yes, that's what I'm picking up here. It's kind of like their New Year's resolution. Okay, look at that. It says a year from now. So they could be feeling like a year from now they want to have a child. Okay, or yeah, we talked about it, right? Didn't I say like they want the next year to look differently? I'm telling you, it's kind of like I want next year to be with my true love, I want next year to have I want to have my own family, I want to have my own children. Do you know what I mean? Like I want next year to look different. That's what I'm picking up here, a year from now. For some of you guys, you could actually end up, you know, having children a year from now, okay? But pile number 2, I'm going to go to the extended now. We're going to look at your deepest desire and your deepest wish of your future spouse right now, because especially like I'm hearing love is on this person's brain, okay? All they think about is love and marriage and children and, you know, all kinds of things. Okay, so we're going to look at what their deepest desire is here, okay? What their deepest desires, what their like fantasies, like their fantasies, their desires, what they daydream about when they think about you, like, because again, they're thinking about you every day is what I'm picking up here. Okay, right now in this very moment, they're thinking about you every day. When they lay in bed at night, they think about you. Okay, so pile number 2, that's all I have for you guys. The link is down in the description box. If not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my lovely pile number 3, welcome to your reading, guys. First of all, Merry Christmas, because I plan on uploading this reading on the 25th of December. I celebrate Christmas on the 24th. Okay, but I know a lot of you guys, you're probably celebrating on the 25th. So first of all, Merry Christmas. This reading is my gift to you guys. Okay, because we're going to tap into the energy of your true love and your future spouse. We're going to look at multiple things, basically, but first of all, Merry Christmas. Okay, I want to say thank you so much that you guys have kept me company all year long, or maybe just today. Okay, yeah, so we're going to look at your future spouse. We're going to look at a lot of things. Okay, first of all, we're going to look at what is going on with your future spouse right now. What are they doing right now in this very moment? Right now in this very moment, what the hell are they doing? Okay, what are they thinking right now? What's going on in their life? just to check in with what is going on with them, okay? Then we're going to look at signs that your future spouse is very close. I'm talking about just a matter of days or a few or a couple of weeks. What are the signs that your spirit guides are going to send you to let you know your future spouse is close? Get ready, or don't worry about it. They're going to be there in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks, okay? So we're going to look at signs. We're also going to look at just in general, any hidden information, whatever the heck you need to know about your future spouse, okay, or your journey to meeting each other, as well as their in the extended, we're going to look at their desire, okay, kind of like their strongest wish right now when it comes to love, or their strongest desire. Like if they think about love, what do they think about? What do they really wish for right now in this very moment? It might be nasty, it might be romantic, it might be both. Okay, so let me tap into the energy here, guys. Okay, so let's tap into the energy, guys. Give me a moment here, okay? Okay, so with you guys, I'm going to start a little bit differently, and because in pile number 2, Spirit wanted to talk about the signs first, but we're going to talk about what's going on with your future spouse first, okay? So let me tap into the energy here. We also have the card here, perfect timing, okay? You see, this is going to be an interesting reading. So Spirit wants to talk about timing in your reading. God damn. Okay, so let me see what's going on here. Let me actually get one more card, or let me get some clarification cards before we begin. Very interesting what I'm picking up here. Oh. Okay. Again, give me a moment, guys. Okay, I'm tapping in. Can you clarify the 7 of Swords here, please? Okay, let's begin. Let me zoom you guys in, and then we're gonna look at what's going on with your baby. So we have the World card here, the Judgment, the Knight of Swords. Okay, just showing you the cards, and then we're gonna talk about everything here. You know what? I like your future spouse a lot. I like your future spouse a lot. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. Your future spouse is a very honest individual to the point where people don't like your future spouse, but I love him or her. Because I hate, like... Okay, let me first of all explain what I'm picking up here, okay? I feel like your future spouse is somebody that is so honest that some people don't like to be around your future spouse, okay? Your future spouse is like... Okay, let me explain. So 1 year ago, last year Christmas, and this is kind of like a Christmas reading, right? Because we are in Christmas season energy right now. But if you are watching this at a different point in time, it could be still connected to New Year's Eve or Christmas, like the upcoming New Year's Eve or Christmas. Or it could just be, the general energy. So just take out the Christmas, New Year's Eve type of energy out, and it's just the general energy here, okay? So what I'm picking up here with your true love and your future spouse, I'm hearing they are about to call out some bullshit, okay? They are about to expose lies or call out bullshit. Hear me out. Because I'm being brought to, a person like my mom told me about, last year around Christmas season, she was, going out shopping or whatever, and then there was like a guy in front of her, like an older man in front of her, and the older man in front of her in line, at the cashier desk, he said, you know what I really don't like about holidays and holidays, where people pretend that they like somebody when they actually don't, and people wear a mask, and I don't like this. They like this dishonesty and this pretending to like somebody and smiling in someone's face, and that fake harmony and that fake like a fake energy here. And that's the type of vibe that your future spouse has. Your future spouse hates fake energy, or they hate like this pretending, where kind of like, oh yeah, where they know that aunt number 1 is talking about aunt number 2, and then they both chill together, acting as though nothing happened. And your future spouse really, they don't like that energy at all. So I almost want to say there's an energy of where your future spouse is ready to call out some bullshit or to expose some lies. They could have because I'm picking up the energy where your future spouse knows a secret, or they know that someone is doing some bad stuff. Okay, I don't know what exactly this means. Okay, for example, I'm just going to give you an example. Your future spouse's energy feels like a detective, like a police officer that is about to catch like the criminal, or that is about to, you know, expose the truth, or that is about to, you know, like that is about to kind of like end some type of bully. Okay, so your future spouse could be in that energy right now. I don't know, they could be like, they could be very pissed because they found out that someone talked about them, and they're gonna shake the table around New Year's Eve or Christmas. They're gonna speak the truth. Does it make sense? Where around New Year's Eve or Christmas, or right now in this very moment, your future spouse is calling out bullshit. They're telling people the truth. Like, do you know that this person is talking about you and they're smiling in your face? Why is everybody pretending here? You know, what is this pretending energy? Can we not all be honest? Do you know what I mean? Something like that. And that's why I like your future spouse already, because I don't like that energy as well, you know. So your future spouse is about to call out a mother effer. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they've done. Something about where your future spouse is like ready to defend his sister, ready to defend her auntie. Does it make sense? Something like that. I feel like your future spouse is ready to fight. Okay, there could be some fights going on in this person's life right now, but again, it is because it's almost like these fights are happening in your future spouse's life because your future spouse is very honest. And they maybe are around, you know, like very pretentious people, or people that are wearing a mask. So they're kind of like, I'm hearing they like a future spouse is like, do you guys know those movies where, do you guys know those Christmas movies? And maybe for some of you guys, there is a particular, oh yeah, I think it's called, there is a movie called Jump the Broom. And if I'm not mistaken, they have been spending Christmas in like they went on vacation for Christmas, but they were all couples, and every couple had a secret, and as they went on vacation, all the secrets came out because one person, like something about where secrets are being exposed, or they are about to expose a secret on Christmas or New Year's Eve. Yes, that's what I'm being brought to. They are ready to tell the truth. They are ready to speak the truth. They are ready to call out somebody who's doing some bad stuff. For example, they know that someone is cheating. They're about to expose the cheater, the liar. Oh, dang. Okay. I feel like your future spouse, like I'm being brought to the energy of like 50 Cent and P. Diddy. You guys know what I mean, right? 50 is on P. Diddy's ass right now to expose him, you know? So yeah, your future spouse could be like fighting a fight for someone right now. For example, their sister got hurt by their boyfriend because the boyfriend has been cheating. Now they are so mad. They're going after this boyfriend. They're calling them out. They could be helping their sister right now to get over a breakup. Does that make sense? Like they're about to expose some type of cheater, liar, something about where your future spouse is in the energy of karma and justice. Something about where I feel like the universe is using your future spouse to bring justice to a situation, or to bring karma to some type of situation. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, your future spouse is ready to speak the truth, or they no longer want to hold back, is what I'm picking up here. It's kind of like when someone knows like a family secret, but they're not talking about it, but they're like, you know what, I'm not gonna hold back anymore. This needs to stop. All these lies need to stop. Okay, they could be looking for evidence right now. They could be exposing evidence, leaking, you know, like conversations of some sort. Okay, dang, there's a lot going on in your future spouse's life right now. Your future spouse is not playing. They're like, no. Okay, I'm hearing be aware of fake and snakes. They're exposing fake people, snake people. May that be at work, okay? May that be in their family. May that be in their friend circle. Like, did you know he or she's cheating on you? Yeah, I saw it. Yes, I'm seeing it here. I'm seeing it here. I'm seeing it here. It's kind of like your true love and your future spouse is walking karma and walking justice right now. They could also be protecting somebody right now. Kind of like where, for example, your future spouse is witnessing an abusive relationship. Your future spouse is the hero right now. He or she is protecting this lady or this guy of some sort, is what I'm picking up here. I feel like your future spouse is protecting people around them right now, or a particular person. It's almost as if the universe, because we have the justice card, the judgment card here, it's almost as if the universe is using your future spouse to protect somebody. Your future spouse has the energy of a guardian angel right now for somebody in their life, or just in general, your future spouse is here to expose the truth. Okay, so they could be shaking the table on Christmas, New Year's Eve, something like a big secret could come out. Also have here the Nine of Cups. So this energy here, it's kind of like your future spouse. Another thing that I'm picking up here, what is going on with your future spouse right now? I also feel like he or she is very proud of what they have accomplished this year. Almost as if they almost accomplished everything that they wanted to this year. Like if they had a to-do list, I feel like they've accomplished a lot. If they have a vision board, a lot of things on their vision board have manifested to the point where they're very content with what they've achieved, or, you know, in their career, what they've achieved, I don't know, with their health, what they've achieved spiritually, whatever it is. I feel like I'm also seeing something about where they're looking at, I feel like if your spouse is reflecting on this year and they feel like, I'm hearing today was a good day, or this year was a good year. So they're looking at, almost as if they look at everything that they've achieved and accomplished, and I'm hearing, and it feels so good. What is it? There's one song I'm hearing it's so much better at the top, so much better. Your future spouse could be window shopping right now. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Your future spouse could be window shopping right now, okay? They could be feeling like they want to reward themselves for all the hard work that they've done. They could be buying themselves really nice shoes, really nice, like a nice, I don't know, like a nice perfume. They could be buying themselves something that I feel like your future spouse is making their dream come true. They always wanted this, I don't know, this perfume, this, I don't know. They're buying something for themselves to reward themselves for all the hard work that they've done. So I feel like if your spouse is practicing self-love right now, he or she could also be spring cleaning, like, you know, kind of like cleaning their whole house, their whole home, okay? They could be inviting like guests over, and that's why they're like cleaning everything is what I'm picking up here, because they want everything to be squeaky clean. Okay, they could also be washing dishes right now. Very random, but I feel like for some of you guys, for your future spouse is also washing dishes. Now, the interesting thing is, because with the Nine of Wands, because we have flower energy here a lot. Okay, so someone here watching me, you could be a florist, or you could be someone that is very, like, you feel very connected to herbs, herbalism. I think you call it herbalism. Okay. For some odd reason, I picked up a garden party. Okay, so your future spouse could be attending a garden party. I'm also seeing that your future spouse is also at a Christmas market right now, is what I'm picking up here. Okay. But I'm hearing a garden party, or something about your future spouse is trying to manifest their own garden, or like a property. Like your future spouse wants a big balcony, or your future spouse wants a big garden. But I'm also picking up for some of you guys, your future spouse is a cook, and they want to grow their own tomatoes, their own bell peppers. They want to grow something in their garden. Oh yeah, for some of you guys, your future spouse is Asian. Okay, for some of you guys, your future spouse is Asian, specifically Vietnamese, or you could be Vietnamese or Asian. That's what I'm picking up here, because I'm being brought to the, what is it called? The Moon Festival. Like, I'm being brought to the Moon Festival and all the preparation with the herbs and stuff like that. Okay. Someone here could also be German or have German roots. Okay. But yeah, I'm being brought to, like, your future spouse is, they're trying to manifest some type of property right now. They could actually be buying a property right now. Like, I'm seeing them buying land, or they are manifesting buying land, buying property. They want to have their own garden. They want to have their own yard. They could be trying to manifest their own pool. Yeah, for some of you guys, it's a pool. I'm seeing a pool here. Kind of like where they manifest. They could be house shopping right now, but I more so want to say they're trying to manifest that for the next year, or that's something that they've already accomplished, like an apartment with a nice balcony, or like a pool, or like a garden is what I'm picking up here. Or again, they could be a cook and they're trying to grow their own tomatoes, so they could be looking at what they've grown. For some of you guys, they could also be growing another plant. You guys know the plant that you can smoke? Yeah. Okay. Like, they could be looking at their plants right now. Their tomatoes are growing. Their raspberries are growing. Okay. Or they could be like planting seeds right now on their balcony or in their garden, because again, they are a cook and they take pride in using their own tomatoes. They take pride in using their own herbs. Okay. Not for everybody. You could also be a cook. Okay. You both could be a cook. What else am I seeing here? Yeah, for some of you guys, I'm also seeing like a garden party. Oh yeah, for some of you guys, I'm seeing they could be helping their parents or grandparents to decorate the garden, like with you know, Christmas stuff. Okay, they could be, yeah, they could be putting up lights with their grandma or their mom right now. Okay, they could be decorating the tree with their grandma or their mom. Very, very cute. Okay. Again, you see where I'm coming from? Your future spouse's energy is very funny because they have such a soft, sweet side. I feel like your future spouse is in a light-hearted energy, but they're tired of someone's bullshit, or kind of like, I did talk about that in a different reading on Patreon, but if God or the universe wants to stop a bully from doing his mischief, his bullshit, the universe usually sends your future spouse to stop bullies, to end a bully. Okay, and that's the vibe that is surrounding your future spouse right now. They are about to end some type of bullying, or they're protecting someone that is being bullied, okay? Or they're defending somebody right now, is what I'm picking up here. Against some type of bully and against some type of very like mean energy, okay? Some of you guys, your future spouse, we have the broken ring here. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. For some of you guys, I feel like your future spouse is celebrating finally being divorced. Okay, for some of you guys, your future spouse was married before. They're celebrating that they are finally divorced, or that the divorce is being finalized right now, or already has been finalized. For others of you, again, your future spouse found peace with parting ways with somebody. I feel like your future spouse caught someone talking about them doing some bullshit behind their back. They called this person out, and now they feel like their happiness is coming back to them because the sabotaging energy is no longer in their life. For others of you, this is about to happen. They might, you know, like shake the table, or they might like drop the truth, or they might speak the truth and really, you know, like, you know, I don't know, call somebody out the next couple of days around holidays. Okay, so they're gonna be parting ways with someone around this holiday is what I'm picking up here. Or again, they already have done that, and they're just enjoying the peace that comes with it, almost as if your future spouse kind of like broke some type of evil eye, or again, they somehow banished some type of negative energy in their life, and now they just enjoy the calm and the peace. They feel really, really good cutting somebody off, or they feel really, really good like parting ways. They could have also got rid of their toxic job, kind of like where one of their biggest goals was to finally get out of a toxic job situation, and they've made it, because it says either business or romance. Okay, so they could have either you know, like finalize some type of divorce, and if it's not that, they could have, because it's a kind of like, I think there was like a picture of Nicole Kidman when she was like celebrating that she got divorced by, or from Tom Cruise. I think that's what I'm being brought to. Or again, they could be celebrating that they finally are out of a toxic work environment is what I'm picking up here. Okay, something like that. They're somehow celebrating that they're no longer part of this job, or no longer part of this, you know, bullshit. Okay, can you clarify the Nine of Cups here one more? Yeah, look at that. It says great worry over nothing. Okay. I'm hearing factory. I don't know if someone here is working in a factory. I don't know if it's you or if it's them. I'm hearing something about a factory, or your future spouse could also be celebrating kind of like their sales. In case they are a businessman or a businesswoman, they're celebrating, you know, how good the numbers are looking. Okay, look at that. It says family. Sorry, I told you there's some family bullshit going on. I feel like they cut somebody off in their family that I'm hearing it was time to cut this person off, or something about where the universe showed this person evidence, like your future spouse always had an intuition that something is wrong with this family member, but they now received like a how do you call it, like signs that this is true. And yeah, I feel like they're now taking action on that realization, but again, they also feel good doing it is what I'm picking up here. Okay, it's kind of like they feel good getting rid of toxic energy. Okay, but yeah, it says weeping willow, so I do feel like there's like some type of family drama going on around them right now. Zoom you guys out because I want you guys to see this lava lamp. Okay, yeah, so it's like your future spouse is no longer holding back. Maybe they have been holding back to, I don't know, not hurt somebody, but they're like, no, I cannot hold back and lie. I want to speak the truth. I want to speak my mind, and here we go. So I feel like they're going to shake the table here. They're right now in this very moment, they could be parting ways with the family members, what I'm picking up here. Okay, but again, I'm hearing it feels good. It's like I'm hearing good riddance. Your future spouse is in the energy of good riddance right now. Okay, and I'm hearing your future spouse is ready for the next year. Okay, one more card here with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, your future spouse is out to get somebody, but for the right reasons. Okay, it says pay attention to work. Yeah, this could also be at their workplace. Like I'm picking up the energy. Oh yeah, you know what they could have done? They could have like told their boss off and, you know, threw the key like, I'm quitting, you know, I'm not coming back, I'm quitting, you know, I quit my job. That's the type of vibe. I feel like your future spouse is in kind of like in the gangster rebellious energy, but again for the right reasons. Okay, it's kind of like they have been very patient and considerate, and they're just done. Like their patience is no longer there, so they're cutting people off left and right. Or again, they're kind of like, I'm quitting, you know, you're never gonna see me in this mother effer again. Okay, so yeah, I feel like your future spouse is kind of like in the gangster energy, like come get me, you know, like don't play with me, I'm not in the best mood. Like they are in a good mood, but they don't have patience for people right now in this very moment. Do you know what I mean? They do not have patience for bullshit. I'm hearing they're very loud and proud, but loud and proud again for the right reasons. Does that make sense? They believe in truth, they believe in loyalty. So everything that is not true and everything that is unloyal, they call it out. Okay, may that be at work or in their family. Okay, yeah, but it says pay attention to your work. Okay, your future spouse could be very ambitious when it comes to work. I feel like they have a lot of like, I feel like your future spouse is ready to make 2024 their year, especially when it comes to business. Okay, I'm hearing they're ready. Like your future spouse is ready. Okay, they cannot wait for 2024 to begin. Okay, they're ready. Your future spouse is in a very confident energy, like this is my year. I'm gonna make this my year, you know. But I also feel like they are only in this energy because they got rid of toxic energy. Does that make sense? I feel like someone challenged them and now they are in beast mode. But as they are in beast mode, they're now, I feel like your future spouse is about to achieve a lot of things because they are like really, they have a lot of fire in their soul right now to conquer. I'm hearing the world is your oyster. Okay, but again, it's because someone has been playing them and now they feel like, no, what the hell? It's like someone has been challenging them. It's kind of like, you know how, like I'm being brought to the picture where the monkey is holding a stick and the monkey is like, you know, going to the lion to wake the lion up. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, your future spouse is in a beast mode right now, but in a good way when it comes to ambition, when it comes to speaking their truth, being very opinionated, being very loud, letting everybody know what the truth is. I don't know why, I don't know what this is connected to, but that's why I love your true love and your future spouse. Like I really like your spouse. I like their energy. This is like a person who is like, I feel like there could be a black sheep in their family, or, you know, their family, like everybody is like trying to lie, but your future spouse is like, well, that's an awkward situation here. You know, like everybody's pretending that everything is okay and your future spouse on the table is like, why is everybody so silent? That's an awkward situation. Is there tension between the two of you? Do you know? Do you know what I mean? That's a type, but oh my god, I love that. Okay, I love his or her energy, but that's the type of vibe, that's the type of energy they're currently in. But again, the universe is using your future spouse to bring out the truth or to bring justice. Okay, can you clarify the Knight of Swords? What is that energy about? We talked about it, right? It's literally a lion and it says time to act. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm hearing like your future spouse feels like they have to take care of business. But what I mean by business is they could be feeling like they have to take care of family business. They have to take care of their brother or their sister, that they don't get, that they are not being played by a Casanova. Yeah, I'm hearing the song by Justin Timberlake and 𝘬𝑚𝑒. So someone's name could be Justin, someone's name could be 𝘬𝑚𝑒. But in the song is called Casanova. And in the song, Justin Timberlake is saying, you need to listen to your big brother. I'm just trying to look out for you. You need to find another, 'cause he's playing a part. Why didn't I see it from the start? So I feel like if your spouse is trying to protect their siblings from like cheaters, liars, like, you know, kind of like where your future spouse has a feeling that their sibling is in a relationship with the wrong person, so they're trying to, I'm hearing they're trying to take care of family business, or they're trying to protect their family from people that try to destroy their family. Does that make sense? They could be trying to protect their friends from a rat or from a snake. Something like that is what I'm picking up here, because I'm hearing, do you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing them saying, baby, wait for me, like as if they would talk to you. Baby, wait for me, I have to take care of family business first. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? Something like that, or that's something that they would say to you right now in this very moment, like, hey baby, I'm so sorry, I don't have time for you right now. I have to take care of like family business, or I have to take care of my brother or my sister. They are, you know, in a relationship with some bitch ass motherfucker, and you know, I have to expose the truth, or something like that. That's what I'm picking up here. Oh my god, I love your future spouse, I'm gonna be honest, okay? Okay. Yeah, it says temporary problems, you see. Okay, they feel like they have to take care of their family right now. They have to take care of the truth being exposed. They have to take care of, like, I don't know, like the truth coming to light, exposing the red, exposing... They could be knowing that someone is... They could be knowing. They could be the only one knowing that someone is doing some bullshit, and they're trying to expose this person right now. Somehow, some way, okay? Somehow, some way. They could be trying to find evidence. They could be trying to screen record stuff, something like that. I don't know what the heck that means, okay? For some of you guys, I'm also thinking they could have a fight with a neighbor right now. I don't know what that means. They could be having a fight with a neighbor, or they could be very happy that a neighbor that they don't like is moving out. But I don't know, they could be, this is very, I don't know. I feel like your future spouse has an energy, how can I explain that? I feel like your future spouse is, they really hate injustice, so they can sometimes be a little bit, I wouldn't say petty, but I would say like your future spouse believes in loyalty and injustice. Okay, so when they see some injustice going on, they take it personally, or it's their mission to bring justice to a situation, or to defend somebody, or to protect somebody, okay? Yeah, so that's their energy right now, okay? They're like, I'm ready to expose everything here. I'm ready to expose everybody that is not truthful, okay? Now let's look at the signs. 1 second, because I'm picking up something here with the hammock. Give me a moment, guys. Yeah, I'm hearing I'm tired of this bullshit. Okay. I'm hearing I'm tired of people ruining the family or the friendship or something like that. Okay. Something like that is going on here. Your future spouse is fighting for truth and justice and loyalty right now. Okay. Now with the hammock, they could be, oh yeah, for some of you guys, they could also be hiding right now. For some of you guys, your future spouse could be hiding, but not for the wrong reasons. They're hiding because they know they would explode if they would see this person who's done them wrong, something like that. Or it's for them to protect themselves. Okay. Another thing with the hammock here, they could also be, I'm hearing they are planning their escape plan. So they could be planning right now how to escape a 9-to-5, or how to escape their workplace right now, or how to escape the country. Because maybe they want to live elsewhere. Does that make sense? So they're trying to find a way to escape wherever they live at. Okay, they're coming up with an escape plan. Like I'm being brought to the song 𝐸𝑐 Rocky. What is this? I came, I saw, I came, I saw. Something like that. And then in the song he says, and shout out to my people with escape plans. That's what I'm being brought to. Yeah, your future spouse is like, they're thinking about their next vacation, or where they want to go to for their next vacation is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay, but let me zoom you guys back in, because now what we're going to look at is signs that your future spouse is close. Okay, so we have here the March card. So I don't know if you are born in the month of March, or your future spouse is born in the month of March, or whenever you watch tarot readings, somehow the month March is being highlighted, or your spirit guides are sending you a lot of signs connected to the month of March. You could be meeting a significant person that is born in the month of March before you meet your future spouse. There could also be some secrets being exposed in your life around, like, about a person born in the month of March. Does that make sense? Where, let's say for example, it's your friend's cousin is born in the month of March, and they're telling you secrets about this person. Something about the month of March and secrets being exposed. Okay. You could be seeing a lot of skulls, or you could be, okay, because you know what the thing is, it was the same energy with pile number 2, but I feel like there could be the same energy around you, where you feel like there's a lot of like lies in your family, or you know, like people are talking about each other, but then in front of you they act as though they are buddy. Do you know where I'm coming from? You could be in the same energy where you feel like people are fake to each other. They don't like each other, but they smile into each other's face. Maybe you also feel the same way about like Christmas, or you know, like where people like, you know, only come together for Christmas, but then, you know, like it's not really, you know, like where people pretend to be family, but it's not really family. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. You could be in the same energy right now. So they could also, for some of you guys, that you could notice right before you meet your future spouse, secrets are being exposed left and right. Okay. You could have a lot of dreams of people's secrets, what they hide in a closet. Someone could also be coming out as gay right before you meet your future spouse, like someone significant in your life. I don't know why, I don't know how, or what exactly this means. Or someone who could be gay, you could be LGBTQ. Okay, what are the signs that pile number 3 is close? Very close to their future spouse. It says someone working against you behind your back. And I said a rat, so you could be seeing rats a lot. Like rats or mice. I don't know what this means. You could be having dreams of your enemies being exposed, or you could be having dreams of people working against you around that time. A lot more than usual. It's like very intense energy is what I'm picking up here. For others of you, we have here the needle and the thread. It says a sincere wish will be granted. Okay. So right before you meet your true love and your future spouse, there's another wish coming true. For others of you, the needle and the thread for me also feels like a sign that your future spouse is very close. This is gonna sound very weird. I'm just gonna say it, okay? For some of you guys, I pick up the energy here where someone is jealous of your beauty or your style. So they might be sending energy to you, like the way the jealousy is showing itself is that maybe the things that you buy for yourself, maybe they break, or because I'm seeing you have to kind of like sew something together, okay, because there's like a hole in it, or you could have to replace a lot of things when it comes to your clothing, or there could be some weird stuff happening with your clothing, or again, you could be receiving a lot of signs through clothing, okay, or again, a person could be like copying your style, or something about you will notice that a lot of stuff is breaking, but it is because people are like, there's a particular person that is jealous of your style or your beauty or something like that. Okay. What are signs that pile number 3 true love and future spouse is close, like very close. We have your firecracker, excitement. You could feel excited out of nowhere. Okay, I'm also hearing there might be a circus in your town or around you around that time. Okay. You could be seeing fireworks around that time. It doesn't have to be connected to New Year's Eve or whatever. You could be seeing a lot of dolphins around that time. This dolphin symbolism is significant here. Oh, your ears could be ringing a lot more than usual. Okay. Yeah, your ears could be ringing a lot more than usual is what I'm picking up here. Or something about weird noises and weird sounds that you cannot explain where they come from. And then we have fire here. Ooh. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So you could have dreams of fire. You could be very drawn to... I'm hearing bonfire. You could be invited to a bonfire. You could have dreams of bonfires. Okay, so the symbolism of like fire. Spirit could be talking to you through fire symbolism is what I'm picking up here. Again, I don't know what the fuck that means, okay? Can I be honest? I'm hearing Tinder. Okay. There could be something going on with Tinder. I don't know what the fuck that means. What is that? What is that about? I'm hearing Tinder, but I don't know why. Spirit could be showing you signs through Tinder. What the heck does that mean? I don't know, okay? Because the Tinder has like the fire symbol, right? We could also be meeting a lot of fire signs around that time. What are signs that pound number 3 is true love and this buzz is close, close? Leg. It says stepping into a new experience. You could actually be feeling like you could be feeling like your spirit guides are here. You could be feeling like a shift in your energy, or you could be feeling like you just walked through a door. For some of you guys, if you are on my Patreon and I talked about you walking through a door, this is your power. But for some of you guys, you could be feeling, you could have dreams of doors, or you walking through a gate, okay? Or it could feel like that. You could feel like something has changed. I don't know what it is, but it feels like I've went through a door, like where you left something on the other side, okay? You could also all of a sudden see a lot of movies that are somehow connected to a magical door, a portal, or you could be feeling like you just went through some type of portal. Again, I don't know what this means. You could be receiving signs connected to doors, portals, okay, dreams of doors and portals, something weird happening through doors and portals, signs on doors and portals, you know, something like that is what I'm picking up here. Something about where you feel a shift, like you're gonna feel like you feel a huge shift as if you went through a door energetically. Okay. One last card before we go to the extended, and in the extended we're going to look at your future spouse's like desires, like when they, you know, daydream, what is their deepest wish when it comes to love and sexy time and romance and meeting you. Okay, let's get one more card here. What are signs that pile number 1's true love and future spouse is very, very close? Look at that. It looks like a firework. Do you see that? You could be getting invited to a lot of parties around that time. Like, damn, you know, nothing happens in my life and all of a sudden I'm being invited to 3 parties that are on the same weekend. You could have dreams of parties and fireworks. You could receive a huge ass sign around New Year's Eve about your future spouse. You could have a dream on that day. I don't know what that means. Okay. There's something significant about fireworks. Or a holiday. For some of you guys, you could be meeting your future spouse on a particular holiday. That's also what I'm picking up here. 6 of Wands. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. For some of you guys, you've always wished for a gay best friend, and I feel like you're manifesting them right before your future spouse. Okay, not for everybody, of course. But yeah, definitely an energy here where you're gonna feel like you are being invited left, right, and center. Like there's a lot of people calling you, wanting to, kind of like where you are kind of popular. Everybody wants to spend time with you. You're being invited to a lot of parties, okay? Kind of like where people love to invite you to their gatherings and their parties, okay? Or something about for some of you guys, I just heard it's easy for you to get invited to gatherings and parties. I don't know what the heck that means, okay? Or around that time it could be very easy for you to make friends, okay? Like everybody wants to befriend you, everybody wants to spend time with you. Your phone is blowing up because 3 people want to spend time with you on the same day. Something like that is what I'm picking up here as well. Or again, there's like a very significant event in your town around that time, okay? Like a carnival, like a circus coming to the town, a significant artist. For example, in June, Nicki Minaj is coming to my place or like my country. You know, I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj, but that's what I'm being brought to. The Nicki Minaj concert could be significant for someone here in particular, of course not for everybody, but yeah, something like that is what I'm picking up here. Something about you are being invited left, right, and center to parties and gatherings and stuff like that is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay. Or you could be partying a lot around that time because you have a friend, and that friend has a lot of connections, has a lot of people that they know, and that's why you spend a lot of times at parties and gatherings. Okay, so you could be meeting a lot of people here. Again, possibly a lot of people that are born in the month of March. You could be meeting people that are born in the, what is it called, Chinese horoscope, like a rat. Okay, you could be meeting people that are a rat in Chinese horoscope. Okay, or you could be noticing that a lot of people confess things to you. You could be noticing that kind of like when people, like a lot of people tell you their secrets. You're like, damn, why is everybody telling me about their life story and their secrets and stuff like that? Where people come to you to tell you a lot of secrets, or you're gonna be the first one to know about a big secret about something. Okay, something about secrets being exposed. The same energy is around you as well, right before you meet your future spouse here, okay? But I feel like there's something about a significant event in town, or a significant birthday party. Okay. Tip number 3. So now we are going to look at your future spouse's like desires and wishes and what they crave when they think about love. Okay. I'm going to look at that in the extended. Let me show you one card that came out. It says undressing you. They enjoy the process of undressing you, peeling the layers of your clothes and emotions until you're fully naked in front of them. Okay, that's what we're going to look at in the extended. So pile number 3, another thing that I want to look at in the extended as well is the perfect timing card, because it seems like your spirit guides want to talk about the perfect timing here. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're going to look at that in the extended. So if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box, and if not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.